Right. Right then. Um. Right. So, last time, we got this killing game started. Made a bit of a whoopsie, but whatever. But hey, we're here. And now we're teamed up with Igamu because no one else wants me. It's just like elementary school all over again. Hey, everybody, where you are?
You're not gonna ask about that.
Being picked for sports, not because I murdered someone.
I wasn't going down that route, but okay.
On day 2 of the invader hunt, we went out to explore the city again. To earn points by hunting down any invaders we could find. That's right off the bat. Think of that swarm of invaders at 2 o'clock. Okay. I see the direction Yugami mentioned. Looking behind a rule. I don't think they've noticed this. Let's get a closer look at right. Put on your pussy boots and sneak behind me. Sure, whatever that means. Okay. Yugami clearly adapted well to the rhythm of the game. He knew how to take a quick and decisive action to earn points for our continued survival. I, on the other hand, my feelings had yet to catch up to the strange situation of me participating in a killing game with him as my teammate. What was I doing? Why did Yugami propose a partnership in the first place? Was my life even worth living if I had to kick someone else down to do it? There's so many things on my mind. On Takui, the sound of death, sound the death knell for them. I didn't have the luxury of time to think about them through. Fighting to survive was the only thing I could afford to do now. Well. I guess we're actually doing this.
Time for me to move.
This isn't just going to be the new rhythm for the... for this.
Here we go!
Actually having battles outside the school.
Ha! My turn! Take that! All right, I'm good to go. Stinks, doesn't it? Time for me to move. I can't wait. I'll just put this here. Time for me to move. Does this do it for you? You make up. Let's get to the killing. Stinks, doesn't it? I'm good to go. Here we go! Harder! I can't wait. Time for me to move. This'll do. I can't wait. We can do this! I'd hate to disappoint. Ha! Ready when you are. Time for me to move. How about this? I can't wait. This hurts. Time for me to move. I'll just put this here. Say when. Time to use it. Ready when you are. Good to go. That's it. Let's get to the killing. You've got me all excited. Time for me to move. Stinks, doesn't it? I can't wait. We can do this! I'd hate to disappoint.
Did we get them all?
Ah.
Early to be calibrating. More enemies are waiting in the wings. Invaders approaching at 3 o'clock. They just keep coming. They prepare for the next battle with scarcely any time to breathe in between.
Time for me to move. This hurts. Let's get to the killing. It's time for me to move. I can't wait. This'll do. Time for me to move. Let's get to the killing. We can do this! I'd hate to disappoint. You make a lovely corpse. Let's go. Time for me to move. We can do this! I'd hate to disappoint. Such a beautiful death. I can't wait. How about this? You make a lovely corpse. Let's do this. Time for me to move. I've got this. Say when. Yeah. My turn. Gotta push it. Say when. Take that. Got it. Let's go. Is that all you got? I'm on it! Yeah! All right. Say when. I can't wait. Quite the feeling. I'm good to go. And stinks, doesn't it?
Okay. Alrighty then. He has done his time. If I resist me whenever I think about how death is permanent out here. You need to relax, Takumi. At this rate, you'll kill yourself before the enemy has a chance. I don't get it. How you're so calm? You're not even perspiring. I wouldn't be much of a professional assassin if I let every other spot of good murdering get me down, now would I? Hey, what's your secret? How you kill the enemies efficiently while conserving as much stamina as possible? Secret is your heart. That is to say, your frame of mind. Get it in your head that the act of killing is something special at all. Nothing more than mundane work. Mundane work? Like hitting a nail with a hammer. Like turning a screw with a screwdriver. Just dull, repetitive work to be repeated without much thought or physical strength. So basically, I psych myself into believing it's nothing. Does that really work? Anything more concrete? So, like a better way to move my body or something? Your body movements are virtually perfect, Takumi. There is nothing to critique. So what's left is your mentality, right? Just give it a shot. You got nothing to lose. Pretend the act of killing is the most boring job in the world. Just dull, repetitive work. Despite my misgivings, I decided to try out Yugami's suggestions. Crept up to an invader that happened to be meandering about nearby and launched a surprise attack. Without entertaining the fear that threatened up to well within, I quickly lifted up my sword and brought it down nonchalantly. This was just work, something that had to be done. No need to think about it too much. I went after the next enemy as I repeated those thoughts to myself. Catch yourself. Just work. Catch yourself. It's just work. Incredible performance, Takumi. It's like you become another person. Yes, you have an aptitude for killing. I sensed it the moment I laid eyes on you. Aptitude for killing me? I think you need to get your eyes checked. It sounds strange coming from me, but I wasn't doing such things at all. I tend to miss the obvious, and my reflexes are average at best. I don't have any aptitude for anything. Just show up in many different ways. Sometimes they manifest later in life. Later in life? You'll understand one day. I wasn't happy to be left hanging like that, but I knew he would be evasive if I tried to press the matter, so I didn't. Anyway, we should focus on the hunt for now. Now that things are getting my mind under control, I wanted to get used to hunting at one. Get used to the hunting at one go as well. Let's go look for the next group of enemies. I feel like I can take down another 15 before calling it a day. Nah, I think we should call it a day now. We've earned enough points. But I was just getting the hang of it. And that's when it gets dangerous. Everything in moderation, including assassinations. Besides, if we keep on hunting, we'll run into them sooner or later. You okay with that? Them? Just as I was wondering who you're going to be talking about. Uh-oh. Here, this is our starting point for the hunt today. Don't fall behind, you losers. Heard a familiar boy coming from somewhere nearby. Oh, sorry. Give me a sec.
Me a quick TL right now, chat.
Okay. Oh, wrong button. Okay. 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 All right. All right. Sorry about that.
Let me guess, food.
Yeah. I quietly made my way toward the voice and peered out from behind some rubble. I thought I muted, but instead I just made it so I could hear myself. Oops. I feel like I'm starting to use my animal more. Not even a banner can stop me now. I think confidence is the name of the game, Sister Dearest. You and I both know nothing can stand in the way of our newly awakened powers and strengthened bonds. Don't start getting carried away, you two. Think you're invincible because you learn a thing or two. Who's the best way to die on the battlefield? You little chicks can just stay beneath my big, strong pinions for now. I ain't gonna let any of you die on my watch. I'll protect you with my life in the name of Takamori Yakishiji. They're hunting here too? Takamura, Ima, and Kaka weren't the only ones I could see it. Tsubasa and Nozomi and the others were in the distance as well. How are you gonna invade us so the academy seems so much more graphic? I'm really killing something alive and all the blood and so much blood. That Vader just took down just still lingers on my hands. I thought we could give you a background to make you feel better. I think a big one's coming. Why did I bring any barf bags with me? The boss about to start puking like a fountain in a fancy park. Is there anything we could give her in place of a bark bag? Alas, necessity knows no decorum. It's more like even is why she's bag if you must. Are you sure about the Holy Jumanji Sword's pajamas? Holy Jumanji Sword is a party animal with a soft spot for little ladies. She'll understand. Boy, ladies, let it all out and hold nothing back. I'll be fine to push everything down with sheer willpower. The really stops. Sorry guys, I haven't been feeling well this morning. You don't have to mind me. Go on and get more points for yourselves. We're not supposed to mention that Tsubasa. Looking out for what teammates do. No wrestler worth their sulk abandons their tag partners to get ahead in the match. Loyalty above self. None shall be left behind in the way of the warrior. Well,
I agree with Marshmallow Lady.
lols. Hakamaru was desperately trying to protect Ima and Kako, who weren't used to fighting. Nozomi and the others refused to abandon Tsubasa even though she was holding them back. They were watching out for each other like true friends. I used to enjoy that sort of relationship with them too. I could feel my strength rapidly leaving my body. That's right, I'd been alienated. But I just saw always served to cement that fact. All those kind and comforting words would never be for me. You look like you're in a lot more pain now, than when you were fighting the enemies. That confirms it. Your fatal flaw is a fragile mind of yours. I quietly made my way back to school, taking care not to be seen by the others. Taking back with me nothing but an awful and distressing thoughts and feelings. Well. Got back to my room earlier than usual, but wasn't in the mood to do anything. Except lie upright in bed and stare long and hard at the ceiling.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might. Well, then.
Suddenly realized it was already night. I knew I should be resting, but bad memories kept surfacing in my mind, pulling back to wakefulness. Like I'm being punished just for being alive. The hate of being despised was more excruciating than anything the killing game or defense battles could inflict upon me. The first 100 days wasn't a happy ending by any means, but at least everyone was my friend. We had a barbecue. Set up festival. We got tested with each other sometimes, but we always made up in the end. Our friends bond became unbreakable. How do I prepare our friendship? How? I was not gonna go over this matter. That Yagamu, maybe you wanted to discuss or try to be tomorrow's hunt, although I honestly wasn't in the mood to talk. It wasn't like I could simply drive away the only friend I had right now. Got up and ambushed the door. When I opened it, I saw... Hirako? Good, I was just about to kick the door down. But what are you doing here? Or rather, are you sure you want to be seen here? Jigs, nothing good will come out of the way of any association with me. Well, aren't you wallowing in self-pity today? Finally lost your mind after falling out of favor with everyone else? Including you, right? You think so? Yeah, I do. You didn't want to team up with me like all the others. I went through hell and back after you left me in the lurch. Those invaders chased up me and surrounded me. I had no way out. They almost killed me. What would have happened if you hadn't turned me down? And Hirako's fault. I almost been killed. I knew it in my head, but my heart refused to stop those angry words from spilling out of my mouth. Hirako said nothing in response to my irrational accusation at first. You're right, I could have handled that better yesterday. You were already crushed by everyone's unkind words and deeds. I should have been more considerate. So here's a token of my reconciliation from me to you. Look at a box that she's been holding under her arm and hand to me. Token of reconciliation. Open it. I think you'll like what you see. Took the box and gingerly lifted the cover. Inside was... Well, what? It was a dead body of a gigantic bee. What sort of sick joke? No, wait, this bee. Isn't this one of the sponsored bees? You killed it? I did. I took advantage of the chaos after Karara was killed to secure one. As a research sample. What sort of research? It can't be this. Research that will help us kill the sponsor and put an end to this travesty of a game. I was dumbfounded by how nonchalantly Hirako talked about killing the sponsor. The sponsor's invisible. We can't kill him the way we're right now. We can, as long as we find a way to deal with the two weapons they use. Weapons. The bee is the first. The other is that suit they're wearing. That spacesuit thing? Yes, I believe that suit is the source of their invincible power. He was right. We attacked the fellow with all our might, but we didn't manage to even scratch the suit. The outfit clearly had some special powers attached to it. How confident are you in finding something? Research on the suit is already in progress, and I expect to discover its weaknesses in the very near future. Really? However, I'm too deeply involved in researching the suit to prepare time for anything else. I've not done anything about the bee or the identity of the sponsor yet, and you're bringing me on board to deal with the lack of manpower, something like that. So, are you willing to join me on my quest to bring down the sponsor? If that were truly possible, I'd be more than happy to give her as much help as she needed, but some things that were bothering me. If you wanted my help, why did you turn me down yesterday when I asked to you? I wouldn't have had to come over again today to do this. Where are your brains? Try to remember what my exact words were. I will not be teaming up with you for this game. Surely understood the implication that I would be teaming up with you outside of the game instead. Oh, sorry, I guess I couldn't see that big bush you were beating around. nothing but dismissive of me so far. I was alienated. You didn't try to take my side. Yes, I do think I could have handled that better. But can you blame me? I was still trying to figure out if I could trust the person you are right now. The person I am right now. Sounded like there was a deeper meaning to her statement, but I decided this wasn't the time and place to pursue it. Takumi Sumino, I know, is essentially a good person. He cherishes his friends, a strong sense of justice, and possesses a good leadership qualities. Someone worthy of my trust. However, you killed Eito on the night of day 2, a would-be traitor who had yet to do anything out of line. That created some doubts in me. I had to wonder if the Takumi I'm seeing right now is the Takumi I know. That's why I've been assessing you from a slight distance. See whether you, the person you are right now, can be trusted. It's starting to make sense now. Like she wanted to come with me to second last of the academy when I went there. She wanted to use the opportunity to ascertain my humanity. Couldn't find a definitive answer to my question until that day when the game sponsor appeared and the fatally wounded Kurara. You were the first to attack that unknown enemy in order to save her, with no care what might happen to yourself. You were like a ray of light back then, and that's when I was convinced.
You are the Takumi I know. The same kind-hearted Takumi Sumino. With the most disheveled and generic mug. Who always puts his friends above himself.
Hey? Tears threatened to spill over despite myself. To think there was someone who still had so much faith in me after being called the Grim Reaper by everyone else. There, I said it. Now, are you willing to work with me to bring down the sponsor? I'm not taking no for an answer. I wasn't as cold-hearted to say no to someone who just bears so much of their heart to me. You know I want nothing more than to do that. Just I'm already a team with Igamu. What should I do about him? He's welcome to join us. His knowledge in biology will be very helpful in analyzing the body of that being. I don't want to go against the sponsor, though. When it comes to killing someone, he tends to err on the side of discretion and deliberation. That's where your leadership abilities come to play. You have just been appointed leader of the Anti-Sponsor Alliance. Hang on a minute, should the one who suggested the partnership in the first place be responsible for taking the lead? You know I'm not the leader type. Barking orders is just not my kind of thing. Excuse me, you expect me to believe you? You after all the tyranny you displayed in the previous 100 days? I'll leave the convincing to you, leader. Anti-Sponsor Alliance will turn this situation around. Well, like defeating the invincible sponsor of this game. It sounded impossible, but being told we could do this by Hirakubo, people somehow felt like we really could, and maybe the others would have a better opinion of me if I played a part in taking down the sponsor. Maybe we could become friends again. I fell asleep clinging to that same small ray of hope that had lighted up in my heart. Alright.
Alright.
Back to the front lines. Alliance? Sure, sign me up. You got me agreed to join the Anti-Sponsor Alliance, so readily I must vote to appoint it. That's it? You're not going to think think a little more. We're going up against someone virtually invincible, you know? It's a risky gamble that may very well end in our own deaths. The same amount of risk we're facing it if we continue to play this game, right? We may not end up in last place we might not end up in last place in the first round, but what about the second? What about the third, the fourth, and so on? We'd be completely worn out by then. Would we be able to drive away any commanders who chose to launch an attack during that time? Either way, our strength will slowly be sapped away. Exactly. None of the others have noticed yet, but we're standing at the crossroads of destiny right now. We would break free of the situation by defeating the sponsor, or get slowly tortured to death as the game drags on. So you can imagine how grateful I am to Hiriko for taking the lead in revolting against the status quo. The thing is, I have one major cause of concern with this alliance. That Hiriko's current teammate, Darby. She made no secret of how much she loves killing games. Hard to believe she'd be sympathetic to our quest to put an end to this game. You know what I mean. I'm sure Hiriko will find a clever way to hide it from her or something. Instead of much less nice. What does Darby think about this plan? Killing the sponsor to end the game, she may get mad because she loves her killing game so much. I'm keeping it a secret from her. She's merely an in-game partner, that's it. I was never going to let her join the Anti-Sponsor Alliance. Incomprehensible. Why even bother teaming up with her in the first place? Sure, she has her reasons. She won't reveal even if we press. Ah yes, femme fatale. Thy name is Hiriko. Not that I approve of allies keeping secrets from each other. You speak for yourself. Point taken. We'll put Darby on the back foot for now. So what exactly were you expecting? Good question. The plan immediately falls apart if anyone in this alliance gets executed in the first round. Stay in rank that safeguards you from that outcome. Understood. Safety first. Basically, focus on the hut in the morning and anti-sponsor alliance activities in the afternoon. Your role in the alliance is we want the anatomy and abilities of the speed to be thoroughly analyzed. This will primarily be Yugamo's job since he's so good at this section. Good? You mean fabulous! I'm dying to get my hands on those bead remains already. By the way, what's your role? Let's get the identity of the sponsors. Focus on whether they're invader or not. How exactly am I going to do that? Look up books in the library or something? Courses for courses. All that jazz, right? Best person to ask about invaders would be the invader herself. Still Ava then. Yeah, Hiroko passed me the key in the cage in the courtyard and she said she'll leave the interrogation to me. You think she'll be cooperative? She's a former commander we captured and imprisoned. I doubt she'll betray your companion so easily. I know, let me tag along. I'll quit the killer torturer if I do say this to myself. No, you stay far away from her and wipe that drool off your face. It wasn't easy to build some semblance of a friendly relationship with Ava once I wasn't about to let this lunatic flush that down the proverbial toilet. Acknowledge. I'll follow Hiroko's general directions as instructed. That means going out there and earn some invader points right now. You ready? Yeah, ready when you are. Are we not worried about the bees? Like possibly being able to tell the sponsor that we're planning all this stuff? Apply Yugamo's advice from yesterday about treating
the sponsors' whereabouts.
Does work. Catch yourself. Does work. No, that sponsor isn't one of us. When I asked Ava about the sponsor's identity, she flatly rejected the possibility of that being a invader. Absolutely impossible. I can stake my life on it. Must have solid proofs to be so sure. The proof is in the strangeness of their abilities. If they were truly one of our ilk, they wouldn't be using blood-sucking bees to fight. What do you mean bees are taboo in your religion or something? Not the bee, the blood-sucking. The absorption of divine blood is strictly prohibited in our commandments. Divine blood, meaning the cryptoglobin running in our veins. Absorbing cryptoglobin when prohibited. That reminded me of something similar I heard during my field days. Huma anima, or cryptoglobin was it? Absorbing cryptoglobin is a taboo in the highest order. Which proved that the sponsor of the game couldn't have been an invader since they absorbed Kurora's cryptoglobin. First of all, if the hosts were one of us, why would they organize a game to hunt down their own? Yeah, good point. It makes sense for an invader to urge the enemy to hunt down other invaders. However, this did complicate matters. The sponsor was neither special defense unit nor school invader. Did that mean they were an unknown third party? By the way, Takumi, if you don't mind me asking about the helmet, remember that favor I asked for the other day? Did you bring it for my mask? I promise you return it to me. Right, she did ask me for the mask a while back. Go get it right now! Your mask. No, I have to go right now. Sorry, I have to go back on that promise. You have to bury your face for a while longer. Why are you being so mean to me? She grabbed hold of the cage bars and protested, exposing her plain face is embarrassing and walking around outside without clothing. You enjoyed humiliating me so much. This is prisoner abuse. Wait, calm down. I'm not trying to be mean, but it's just timing's not right. What do you mean the timing's not right? The mask is a symbol of your identity as a commander, right? Wearing it will make everyone realize that you're also a target of the invader hunt. As a commander, Ava was most likely one of the targets in this game. Her death would likely result in a lot of points. If anyone realized that, she was bound to be murdered sooner or later. Hey! I can't give you back your mask in order to keep you safe at all. I can protect myself. I'm not the hero among my people for nothing. But you can't use any of your powers when you're inside this prison. You'd be like a sitting duck. But you have to just accept it. I'm not about to sit around and watch you get killed. You're not getting your mask back no matter what. She looked entirely unconvinced, and it seemed like she was about to protest again, but this is awful. I deeply what sounded like resignation. Hey, cheer up. Once the game is over, you can have your mask back, okay? Maskless life isn't a bad one once in a while, you see. No risk of heat damage to your face. I'm very sorry. She ignored my encouragement and apologies in favor of glaring the half-lidded eye.
You're so useless. Can't even fetch a simple mask for me?
Thought I've been imagining things. Did she just whisper something really out of character for her? Sorry, can you repeat that again? Did I hear you call me useless? You have a problem with me speaking the truth now? I can go on.
Takumi's a gibbering idiot! The enemy of all maidenkind! Downright pervert! I'll sue you for prisoner abuse one day.
Hey! Had
Please don't do that, woman.
done a complete about-face. What could have transformed that sweet, docile lady from just down into this sharp-tongued witch? Guessing these are your true colors now? Yes, I'm done playing nice. I know I won't be getting anything out of you. The pits of the pits. After all the hard work, I didn't even get a glimpse of my mask. Won't you give it back to me? You're back already? Shock of not being able to get her mask made Ava burst into tears. She had been putting on an act all this time. I was astonished by the fact that and annoyed by her hurtful excuses, but soon once already angered and tried her she wept sadly. She was likely mentally strained from the stress of being held in the middle of an enemy stronghold. No wonder everyone hates me. I left the courtyard so not to agitate Ava even further. After that, I returned to my room and organized the information I'd gotten out of Eva in that notebook. Then once night fell,
Why must you do this to her, Mr. Samino?
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up. Well then.
but she wasn't really that attached to the mask in other timelines. Oh, hey. Bedtime announcement played. By rights, we should all be turning off the lights and jumping into bed right now, but we should now begin. We'll take turns to share our findings of the day with each other. It had been decided that Anti-Sponsor Alliance would be holding nightly meetings in my room to exchange information starting from now. You start first, Takemi. Learn anything new about the identity of Sponsor? Yes, according to what Ava told me, a beam could not have been a weapon of an invader. That blood-sucking was a taboo of the invaders, so the Sponsor couldn't be one since they sucked corrupt blood. In conclusion, it's quite likely the Sponsor is an unknown third party unrelated to us or the invaders. That's all from me. We're already having enough trouble with the invaders, and now there's a third party. That's highly displeasing. The end of the day, I must commend you for a job well done. That was remarkable work for a person of your intelligence. Thanks, but can I get something other than a backhanded compliment once in a while? I'll work on it if you feel like it. So that's a no. Allow me to go next. After dismembering the dead bee and investigating its anatomy, I made several discoveries. First of all, the bee was borrowed after a type of parasitic wasp, a horrible species that parasitizes the bodies of butterfly larvae and feeds off their innards. Basically, that bee was simply a scaled-up version of a parasitic wasp. There's just one major difference between this bee and the actual parasitic wasp. Bees and hornets usually use their stingers to inject poison into the enemy's body. This giant bee, however, uses it to suck stuff out, like a blood-collecting device of sorts. It works like a mosquito stinger. And also, the bee used it to suck blood out of Karara. Yes, and she was drained in a few seconds, a testament to the strength of the suction. But it does bring up another question. The body of the bee has nowhere to store the blood it sucks. So where did Karara's blood disappear to? It was warped to another place instantly. It's likely that's what happened. That's what's happening. It was designed to transfer all the nutrients it sucks up into the sponsor's stomach. Nor is the sponsors using the bees to consume critical. It's a hypothesis. If that turned out to be true, it would mean the sponsor absorbed Karara's blood. All my friend's blood being used as food sparked an intense rage within me, and that's all I got. Let's hear what Hiroko has to say now. Any progress on that suit the sponsor's wearing? Yes, I'd venture to say that there's some major progress, much more than I initially expected. I may not be able to get my hands on the spare suit worn by the sponsor in the very near future. I may be able to get my hands on the spare suit, or in the very near future. There's a spare suit? Yes, and I've almost pinpointed its location. All that's left is to refine its coordinates. Hiroko previously said the sponsor's invisibility came from that suit. We could secure something similar. Wouldn't that make us invincible as well? Where's this despair? We could look for it together. No, that won't work. I'll search for it myself. What? Research supplies are faster than one, right? Because I'm the only one who can find that place. Something terrible beyond all imagination may happen if someone other than me discovers it. So don't even try, understand? Her assertive tone made it clear that there would be no further discussion of the matter. Because
Okay.
it's where the parallel leap machine is. And if
Yeah.
if anyone could make changes to the future, then yeah, it would be bad.
Definitely so.
Reserve tone made it clear that there is no further discussion of the matter. Something that could cause the usually pleasant Hiroko to get so worked up had to be extraordinary. Yeah, I respect your wishes even if I don't understand them. It's for the best. Moving on, what's the plan for tomorrow and beyond? I need you two to continue your research. We're having a dire lack of good information right now. Don't forget to keep earning points in the game as well. Stay in 6th place or higher. Also, avoid situations that may end up with you dying to mere minions. As usual, we're going with safety first. If you accidentally die, I'll bring you back to life and kill you myself to kill you. Why boy me? Because if anyone will screw up, it's you. I'll be fine, you got us with me, and I'm not that bad of a fighter myself. Watching out for yourself, you were first to die last time. Please, are you talking to me? I'm much stronger than the Hiroko you use. Darmy and I can take out a commander or two by ourselves. Darmy, huh? Hiroko, I just don't get it. Why would you team up with Darby of all people? I'll be brutally honest. The fact that you're a team doesn't sit right with me. He loves her killing games. I can't imagine she won't at least try to sabotage our work if she ever finds out about it. Rest assured that she'll never find out. She's just my in-game partner. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm talking about the what-ifs right now. Can't guarantee that it won't happen. You really ought to just dissolve your partnership with her. You know, I'm not letting her out of my sight. She has an important role to play as well. Which is... I can't tell you. Why not? Should the allies share as much information with each other as possible? I'm gonna continue to question Hiroko about her research for teaming up with Darmy, but she kept quiet. Alright. The last meeting ended with a slightly sour note because of that. Right. Four days and we're still fighting. We'll run around town quietly in search of invaders and strike them down using as little energy as possible. Catch yourself. It's just work. Attach yourself. Take their lives. Attach yourself. It's just work. It seems like I'm in a pretty good form today. I doubt I would end up in last place in the first round if I kept this up. But ensuring my survival alone wasn't enough to put me at ease. The ultimate goal of the Anti-Sponsor Alliance was to put an end to this game by killing the sponsor. What if the sponsor hoping to achieve? What was the sponsor hoping to achieve by making us do this? I couldn't get that one thought out of my mind as I cut one invader after another. In a way, the sponsor's theory were similar. Both were trying to make us fight against the invaders. Except theory never ordered us to fight outside the academy. He always insisted that we fought on the academy grounds. On the other hand, the rules laid down by the sponsor basically forbade us from doing so. They were designed to make us fight outside. Why was the sponsor so determined to make us fight out here? Did they not want us using the revival-matic? Fighting outside meant our dead bodies could be revived. Was the sponsor's objective to ensure that anyone who died would stay dead? Excuse me, when did your hand go on vacation? I was drawn back to reality by you got teasing. Like, sorry, I was just thinking about something. It's dangerous to think and kill at the same time. There's a fine line between familiarity and carelessness. Keep your mind on the hunt for now. Don't forget that Hiroko warned you last night about getting killed. You're right, sorry about that. Refocus my mind at the task at hand. With my sword in hand and my mind clear and resume the work of hunting down invaders. And better part of the day, morning killing together. Yay.
Yeah.
Returned to the academy a little past noon and immediately made our way to the leisure lounge. And we checked the latest ranks.
I'm in 4th place, and Yugamu's in 6th.
This positions have slipped on the first day, but we were still within the top bracket. It's already the 4th day. It was unlikely we would tumble all the way to the bottom this round unless something catastrophic happened.
Shoma's currently in last place.
Myself not to look at the other 4th positions, but my eyes naturally drifted to the last spot, taking up leadership positions.
Tsubasa's is surprisingly high.
Yeah, she was clearly holding her teammates back yesterday, but she's... But Moko is in 3rd. She's likely benefiting from the point sharing system. What point sharing system? What, you haven't noticed? There's a way to earn points in this game without killing any invaders yourself. Let's say, for example, a 10-point enemy appears in front of you. You kill that enemy by yourself, you gain 10 whole points. But if I help you in the fight, I gain a percentage of those 10 points. Could be a 50-50 or an 80-20 split, depending on the situation. It all hinges on how much each person contributes to the fight. Simply joining the fight earns at least 10% of the points. Tsubasa's team with Anima is very versatile, so I'm sure she's earning points by supporting the others. So every member of the team gets some credit as long as they work together, like in sports. A strange but fitting comparison. Weaker players earn points by focusing their efforts on supporting others. Stronger players gain support by offering to share points with those who do. This game may not be about pure combat prowess, but how well we work together. We're being tested on our teamwork in a killing game. A killing game usually puts participants against each other, but the rules of this clearly lend itself to foster teamwork. Had this been implanted to adjust the difficulty of the game, like to our level, or did the sponsor have some ulterior motive? I mean, it makes it more despair-inducing when it gets to the lower brackets. When less people are there, I think you could do, like, the people who support have to pull their own weight eventually and directly compete with those that they've been supporting. Return to my unrelated question, the indescribable wave of nausea threatened to bowl me over. Only Mr. Spicer would not find out the identity of the sponsor, but not as easy as it sounds. Well, I needed a clear direction, like where was I supposed to even start? Oh yeah, and it's supposed to help me get the ball rolling. I suppose I'll just have to ask around. Asking around for information would be the best way of finding clues that might shed more light on the matter. Asking around, yes, that's what I'll be doing today. The others will surely be shocked to see the most unpopular guy in school right now approaching them out of the blue. Can't just hole up in my room all day without at least trying something. See myself or dashing out of the room. Hey, Tsubasa. Yubi, Tsubasa lowered her eyes off as they had to caught up with her. Sorry for forgetting you the other day. Did everything turn out alright after that? Yeah, I managed to walk away with my life somehow when you found our team now. Just glad you're safe. I don't want to see any more of my friends dying. So that means Shoma's in trouble for the first round. She's not taking part in the game at all. Kamaru's been pulling out all this stuff to invite him, but he refuses to even leave his room. See, Shoma's probably going to be the first to die if they continue like this. We could save him if we took down the sponsor before that happened. Sponsor, do you happen to know anything about the sponsor? I'm trying to figure out their true identity. It's a question I'd like to answer right now. How did they show up to make us part of this killing game? If that makes any sense. Whoa, who just shouted? It is I, Darby, and I'm shouting because it's the happiest I've ever been. Killing game, check. This is Hirko's lapdog, check. Killing every day, and I check. I'm Hirko, Mistress Hirko's loyal lapdog in a killing game. What else does a person need to be happy in life? Just think about how I'm gonna rate the innards of those innovators so I release so much endorphins into my brain I just may pass up from sheer pleasure. I was enjoying the current situation with every fiber of her being. I still couldn't understand why Hirko would team up with someone like that. Hey,
Probably to give her a jacket, anything.
yeah. Totally missed. Well, I highly doubt Ava's gonna be wanting to see me, but if you have to. Center cell looking as dejected as I left her. She was clearly still aghast at not being able to get her mask back. Okay. No, Do not speak to me as if we were friends. I'll never ever forgive you for letting you lower through this one step. You got a cursing Grim Reaper and give Lady Kurara back to me. No, Kyoshika, I'm sorry to be, but Kyoshi's still very angry about it. Yeah, I know it wasn't popular, but actually having such vitriol spilled directly in my face was a sobering experience. Yeah, I mean, fine. A freaking mask, you know? Like, yeah, when I have free time, but I mean, a good thing I've upgraded all my, upgraded everything, so I didn't leave. Mention the sponsor's identity? No, my aren't you are you investigating that too? As in, you're also looking into this? Man, I even tried to film a day in the life documentary of the sponsor some time ago. Day in the life?
No.
First, I made a camera with a Gift-O-Matic, then I tailed the sponsor around for 24 hours. That way, if they ever reveal their face during that time, I would catch them on film, right? And did you? Oh, I wish. They clicked to that spacesuit like it was the championship belt itself. How is it possible to carry out any sort of daily routine with that suit on? What about food? How the sponsor doesn't eat? Does it eat? Yeah, I never saw them eat or sleep even once. Just kept buzzing out orders to their B underlings day in and day out. The sponsor can stay active for 24 hours without any food or sleep. That's unbelievable to me, but Mocha wasn't the type to tell tall tales. We're dealing with a real main event headliner here. Better be ready for a Royal Rumble if you're trying to unveil their real identity.
Someone tells me that they're
Yeah, possibly a robot. Hey, Takamar, can I have a minute? I'm gathering information for the sponsor right now. Sorry, man, I ain't got nothing to say to you. Just bad luck these days. Everyone turns to ashes. Bad luck. Part of me this little jinx, I guess. Oh. Okay, I collected quite a bit of information. I learned a lot. I was glad I mustered the courage to talk to everyone. After putting the information down in a notebook, I prepared for the nightly meeting.
At ease, soldiers. It's time. You never know when the... Well, then.
Okay. Sign for us to gather and report today's findings. So, now we know it's highly possible for the sponsor doesn't eat or sleep. It still manages to be so powerful. They should just quit sponsoring killing game. And go make a killing on the business world instead. Who would be impressed by a corporate soldier who've been working all day and night? This is neither the time or place to be joking around. It's precisely the time and place to be funny. Morbid humor is the best way to deal with morbid situations. That's just how strong the enemy you're up against is, right here. This sponsor person is an enigma. It stays active for 24 hours without any sort of nutritional replenishment. Are we dealing with a robot? Can't rule that out. We can't rule out that possibility considering what little we know about their identity. But be as it way, I must commend you for a job well done. That was remarkable work for a person of your intelligence. Thanks, but can I get something other than a backhanded compliment once in a while? Was that a joke? It must be. Your entire existence is one. Well, aren't you something yourself? Jeez, man. Allow me to share my additional findings on the bee's anatomy next. I got down to business today by discovering the bee to its smallest parts. Some interesting truths were uncovered as a result. Despite its tough and grandiose appearance, it doesn't quite have the hardiness to match. The joints snap out of place if you even look at them wrong, and the stinger comes up without much effort as well. It's as fragile as life itself. It's so weak. Bees killed Kurara like it was nothing. Their bodies were likely enhanced with some supernatural means when they were still alive. Supernatural, in other words, hemoanima. Move around without needing to eat or rest, hemoanima enhanced bees. more we try to pry into the sponsor's business, the more of their uncanny strengths we seem to discover. But none of these prove that the sponsor themselves would be possible to defeat. If we could just find a way to get them out of that invincibility suit. Last but not least, let's hear what Hiroko has to tell us. Did you find the spare suit we talked about? Yes, I pinpointed the location yesterday.
Oh.
If all goes well, I should be able to get my hands on the suit by tomorrow. Really?
Oh.
I honestly wasn't expecting to find it so soon either. Once we actually have it, uncovering a weakness or two should be trivial work. Fortunately for the sponsor, their invader hut is about to draw to her premature close. An end to this abominable invader hut seems like a dream, but Hiroko seemed confident the odds were in our favor. So when's the pin drop? Like, anything we do to help secure the spare suit? Quite a lot, in fact. I'd venture to say I couldn't possibly recover the suit without your help. The suit is located somewhere to the south of the campus. Actually getting the suit is going to be easy part. The thing is, if the bees flying around us find out what we're doing, all our efforts will go down the drain. Because then the sponsor would realize what we're up to.
Oh.
That's why we're going to need a little bit of creative prep to work to hoodwink those roaming bees. With that preface, Hiroko shared with us a brief outline of the plan. Our operation commences at 7 a.m. tomorrow. 3 of us here, plus Darmy, will head south to the direction of town.
Oh.
Once we're somewhere in the vicinity of the area, we'll start hunting down invaders. As we do, we'll destroy the ruins around there in the flashiest way possible, kicking up as much dust and ash as we can. I'll use a sudden drop in visibility as camouflage to secretly move to the place with the spare suit without being discovered by the bees. We'll meet up once I find the suit, and rush back to the school to examine it until we can discover its weakness. After we ascertain a way to destroy the invisibility, it's showtime with the sponsor. Hiroko's plan was simple but bold. We would absolutely end everything tomorrow if circumstances allowed, both the invader hunt and the sponsor themselves. Will you help me, Takumi and Yugamu? An earnest plea from helping Hiroko without her usual barbs was a straight yes for me. I not only of course I'll help. Let's get the student bring down this sponsor yet. I'm against this plan. I won't be joining it. What? What's going on, Yugamu? Is there something wrong with the plan? Nothing wrong with the plan per se, but what's wrong is one of the participants. Hiroko, why are you letting Darumi join the operation tomorrow? You've been insisting all this time that she's nothing but your in-game partner, and not a member of the anti-sponsor alliance. She's very strong, she'll be useful in combat. That's nice, but that's nice. But what guarantee is there that she won't turn around and slit our throats after learning about the plan? She lives and breathes community. I can already picture her lunging out of unrestrained anger when she finds out we're trying to put a stop to her beloved game. You're overthinking this. She'll be too engrossed in the game to even notice what we're doing. That's my point, see? It's counterproductive to let someone so engrossed with killing games into our focus. I disagree. I'm bringing her along tomorrow by hook, public, or by crook. I have my reasons. Oh, such as... Discussion was leading nowhere. Neither Hiroko nor Yugamu would compromise. Tomorrow's operation would be aborted if we didn't find a way to break the stalemate. I had to do something. I'm afraid I have to take Yugamu's side this time, Hiroko. We're putting our lives on the line tomorrow. At the same time, you're trying to involve someone outside of the alliance. You can't blame us for feeling hesitant. Even you think so? She averted her eyes and bit her on her lips. Fine, I won't ask for your help anymore. I'll get the suit myself. Hold on, I'm not finding fault with you or anything. Reach out quickly and grab Hiroko's hand before she can speak. We understand you have secrets you can't fully share with us, and we know you have your reasons. But can't you at least tell us something? It has to be something out of the ordinary, right? You're not the type to insist on doing things your way for mere selfish reasons. And how are you so sure I'm not? Because you trusted me, so I trust you too. Because Hiroko trusted me and brought me out when everyone was shunning me and calling me a jinx. If she needed help, I wanted to do everything in my power to help her. Finally pleaded with Hiroko was, physically staring at her in her eye, praying hard that she would trust and lean on me. Then... Sigh of resignation. The trouble with your generic face is how completely disarming your sprouting the occasional hero-like rhetoric. Very well, you'll have a full explanation of why I must bring Darumi along. Really? Yes, but not here. Outside. I'll be waiting for you on the roof. Come alone. Atashi is in the room, but for wanting to meet with me alone. Oh, murder. I'm the outcast now, eh? I don't mind. Go ahead. Takumi, I'll be out right here, keeping your bed warm for you until you return. Yeah, thanks. I'll be right back. I'm right here what she has to say. Also, don't touch my bed. No problem. Please promise!
And also don't hide under it.
I left Yugamu behind in my room and went to the roof. Hiroko? Didn't see her go on the roof either, though she said she would be waiting for me out there, unless she went back to her room. Over here, Takumi. Oh, turned toward the direction of their voice and saw Hiroko seated on the ledge.
That looks familiar.
Staring intently at something, I followed her gaze and... there was an artificial satellite floating in the night sky.
Do you long to see the people living there again?
The question was sudden and unexpected.
Of course I do. That's what I'm fighting so hard for.
Yes, you would be right. We're all fighting here because there are people we want to see again. We'll be able to go back to them after this war ends. That's what motivates us to keep going. In other words, that's why we're so determined not to die here. However, Darumi has none of that. She's got nowhere to return to.
Nowhere? Surely she has family who can take her in.
Yeah, no.
Not all families are worth
Yeah.
going back to. Not that I expect you to understand.
He was right, I didn't understand. How could I? It was my cherished dream to be surrounded by my parents and Karo at the dinner table again someday.
Takumi, do you know why Darumi is so enamored with killing games?
No?
It's very simple. She grew up in an environment that was like a killing game in itself. If she'd let her guard down, even for a brief moment, she'd be abused by her parents or teachers. Punishment awaited her at every turn for no reason other than the adults in her life having a bad day. None of the grown-ups who were supposed to be looking out for her reached out to help in her time of need. You see? Just like a killing game, right?
An inkling Darby may not have come from the best family environments, but I had no idea it was that bad. Wasn't kidding about that.
And when you go through life living like that, you can't help but wonder, why only me?
Yeah. That's understandable.
Why am I the only one suffering like this? Why can't everyone suffer together with me, young and old, male and female? We should all suffer together. Use up our lives, our very existences, to entertain ourselves through misery. That's why she loves her killing game so much. It's the closest thing to her ideal world she can find.
So she was being dead serious when she talked about wanting to start a killing game.
Dead and buried 6 feet underground. She would have given her life for it.
And she did in previous timelines. What sort of mentality would drive a person to be this desperate for a killing game to begin? Not having a Danganronpa in a decade or two?
Her wish to see the whole world turn into a killing game was never going to come true under normal circumstances. But as fate decreed, that wish somehow actually did come true.
The sponsor showed up. She must have felt like her childhood dream was finally coming true.
She's on Cloud 9 right now, living out a dream that once seemed impossible to achieve. And she intends to die in it, after playing to her heart's content.
Die? Even though her dream finally came true.
Exactly. Now that her dream has come true, she has nothing to live for anymore.
She didn't look like someone who wanted to die, though. The few times I've seen her outside the academy.
But you guys were slaughtering the school invaders together quite enthusiastically. Someone who fought with such wanton abandon in a situation where there's no coming back from death couldn't exactly be mentally sound, now could they? She was right, someone with normal sensitivities would be a lot more cautious about this.
Without me keeping a close eye on her, she'll be running headlong into the largest group of invaders she can find. If I don't keep forcing her to return together, she'll keep on fighting, even past her limits. Even after returning, she always wants to go right back out to continue the hunt. It's not easy for me to keep pulling her back. She's basically committing slow suicide. I can't take my eyes off her for a minute.
Is that why you're so insistent on bringing her along for tomorrow's operation?
I just don't want to leave her alone to her own devices. A short while's fine, but I get the feeling we may be taking a while tomorrow. I have to take her along. If I don't want to come back to a dead Darumi, this whole plan would be pointless if even one person dies.
Well, Kurara and Eito. Really dumbfounded. Hiroko was serious about saving everybody's lives. Then again, Hiroko's always been like that, even last time. She would ensure no one got left behind by snatching them from the jaws of death, even if it meant taking their place. Tenacity in this aspect had saved me, and was now saving Darumi. My body trembled involuntarily when I realized the depth of Hiroko's determination. I had to admit it, she was the real hero here. I feel bad for Darumi, but this game needs to end. The sooner the better. She's never going to come to her senses unless she first wakes up from this sham of a dream. Begging you here to me, help me tomorrow. Yes, yeah, of course. How could I possibly turn out a request from this awesome hero standing up before me? I'll convince Yugami to help as well. I can't believe he'll turn. As that I've explained the situation to him. Forces will ravage through town together tomorrow, put an end to this invader hunt. Both stretched out a hand simultaneously in exchange of firm hot handshake. The only thing going through my mind at that time was what I could do to protect Hiroko's kind-hearted resolve. Work together to defeat this monster, and then let's all get to the best day 100 together. I was too naive. Kind-heartedness had no place on the battlefield, because it was Hiroko's kind-heartedness that led her to end up like that. Welp.
Hiroko!
Oh, frick.
Oh no.
She was lying on the ground with blood pouring out of her back. A mortal wound, there's no way she can recover from this. The attacker, if I remember correctly, is the...
Squad 3 Commander!
What is the commander
God damn it, I'm not cool.
Why is Hiroko lying in a pool of her own blood? Was she defeated by that commander? Nothing was making sense. My mind was in a state of confusion.
How did this happen?
The plan had been proceeding smoothly. We set up early, reached the part of town south of the school, and started doing battle. Using the flashing skills we had in our arsenal, we hunted down every invader in the area. This was to draw the flying bees' attentions to us. Sometime after the battle began, Hiroko secretly left the area like he had planned in order to secure the spare suit. The bees were struggling to count the points Yugami and I were racking up and didn't seem to have noticed her sudden absence. It felt like the plan was actually going to work. All we had to do was wait for Hiroko to return with a suit that would lead us to victory. Then something unexpected happened. I took my eyes off Darumi, who had been fighting with us for only a short while, and she vanished in that moment. When we got overexcited and decided to expand her hunting territory. Panicked Hiroko would be heartbroken if anything happened to Darumi. I ran around the vicinity in a desperate attempt to locate her, all the while imploring her in my heart not to do anything reckless that might end up making Hiroko sad, praying hard for her safety. And just as I finally caught up to sight of Darumi on the other side of the rubble, the unthinkable happened. Didn't make head nor tail of the scene, no matter how long, or hard I stared at it.
Why? Why is this happening?
Get a hold of yourself, Takumi.
Not back to my senses that Yugami was yelling. Here goes down most likely my commander. Yugami's fist turned a hateful scowl and he turned to the commander. That's why I didn't want Darumi to come along. She's too high profile in her own lot of ways. You can't blame the enemy for zeroing in on such an attention-grabbing target on the battlefield. The commander attacked Darumi first in this case, and Hiroko tried to help her. Enter attacked Darumi as she was rampaging around. And when Hiroko tried to help, she got struck down instead. What do we do now? How can we save them both? Run away, that's what the operation's for. But we can't just abandon them! There's nothing we can do to turn the tide of this battle, especially not against the commander. We need to survive so we can carry out Hiriko's will. But the decision was sound, but the best outcome we could hope for right now was to avoid all of us dying. But did I really want that? What was the point of surviving if I had to abandon a friend to do it? Abandon Hiriko and Darumi to escape and wait for another chance or jump in to save them without caring about the consequences. Well,
I will you, Mr. Samino. Save Darumi?
Yeah. I think Hiriko wants us to, like, make Hiriko... I mean, come on. I'm going to save those two. You better get out of here before the commander notices you. Don't be crazy, Takumi. You won't accomplish anything by dying here. I know you're absolutely right, but...
You are the Takumi I know. The same kind-hearted Takumi Samino, with the most disheveled and generic mug, who always puts his friends above himself.
For trusting me, I won't abandon her now. Clear my mind with a battle cry and charge into the fray. Once I reach Hiriko and Darumi, we launch into a painfully one-sided battle against the enemy commander. Oh, hey Takumi, you came to save us, huh? Thanks, brah. Hate to disappoint you after you came all this way, but we're totally headed for a game over here. Mr. Hiriko's already out of action. I'm basically about to heal over too. Looks like we brought ourselves a one-way ticket to hell. Why don't we just accept it and die together? Got energy to talk, you can still fight. Take out the weaker enemies first. You got it, boss. Alrighty.
Let's do this! Good to go!
Alright. Oh.
My turn!
I wonder how many more can I get?
Ready when you are! Say when. Take this! Got it!
So close to dead. It's as bad as I thought. Using it! So close to dead. Uh-oh! Dead already! It's too much! Unalive itself! Looks a little dangerous. Stab, stab, stab! Piece of cake! No good! Go die in a fire! Totally wrecked! So close to... Nice! Looks a little dangerous. This is perfect here. So close to... I wonder how many more can I get? Using it!
Okay.
So close to dead. I wonder how many more can I get?
It's too much! Destroy something! Looks a little dangerous. This is perfect here!
I've got this. This should do it.
Oh, he's just standing there.
My turn.
Naturally.
It's
Yeah.
as bad as I thought, huh? Uh-oh! Dead already! No good! Oh, nice! I can't anymore! I wonder how many more can I get? It's too much.
Oh, there we go. Anyone else get the feeling the commander's just playing with us?
Ooh.
He's not even attacking, he's just standing there all menacing like.
He's just standing there. English.
Guess he doesn't know he knows it doesn't need to get involved directly. We're already outnumbered and outclassed. It's only a matter of time until they overwhelm us.
Ah.
You really are too dumb to live sometimes. Did you really think you could take out a commander with just two of you? No, but what are you doing? You're going to run. I'm just making the most logical choice I can. Can't afford to lose you to me. We'll have to no chance of winning the war. That means our only choice is to do something about this guy so we can all get away. It wasn't much of a plan, but at least we had hope now. With the three of us, we might be able to pull it off. Let's do this, guys. Give it everything you've got and take him down. Oh, and she's even healed.
Yeah,
It's killing game time! Take this! Piece of cake!
I can't wait. I like how this feels.
Okay! Alright, I'll
Thanks.
use it. Fine. And the light itself. Bye-bye.
I've got this. All right, let's go. There. Here we go.
Okay.
Let's do it to it! Using it! It's killing game time! This is perfect here!
Say when.
like right now.
Take this! My turn! Here we go! Time to use it! My turn! Yeah! Got it! I've got this! This should do it. Good to go. Let's do this. Time to use it. My turn. This should do it. Here we go. Time to use it.
John
Let's do
Ferrari.
it to it! Using it! perfect heat. Let's do it! Let's go! Using it! Let's do it! This is
Thank you.
perfect here.
Say when. Ready when you are. Here we go. Ready when you are.
Is that all you got?
I'm on it.
Oh, we win. Well,
Sorry, Geets or something. Because it sounds in.
all right. No, you frog. He really is just playing with us. An extra fighter or two is not gonna make any difference.
Ah.
For the love of murder, if he's gonna kill us anyway, he can at least go all out too. It makes the whole thing too much. His wife fight it. Give up. There has to be something we can do. Nah, dude, we're done. Let's charge in one last time and get blown to smithereens. Hey, I was ready to go out in a bunch of dirty fireworks. A lot of options. Are we really gonna die here? Just when I think all hope was lost. My cryptoglobin. Oh, wait.
Take my cryptoglobin.
Yuriko, I thought you passed out. Never mind that. Just absorb my cryptoglobin. It's the only way. Absorb your cryptoglobin. What are you talking about? Am I not being clear enough? I want you to kill me. If I'm going to die anyway, you may as well take my power and save yourselves. But you're my friend. I could never kill you. I may die, but you'll still have hope. You still have the spare suit. To figure out the sponsor's secret and it defeat them. Only so you can survive. Can't be serious. There's no way I could do this. I'm not asking, I'm telling. Do it now, take my power, and survive. Darami. For a moment, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Darami had thrust a knife into Hiriko's back.
Mistress Hiriko! Mistress Hiriko! Your power flowing into me! I can feel you inside me! Ah!
I tried to stop her, but it was too late. As Darami absorbed more and more of her blood, Hiriko's body began to shrivel up and dry up. Oh man, I'm got this kind of energy before I'm in the zone now. I feel like I could fly. I could do anything. Move back her head and let a crazy cry of elation, totally at odds with what just happened. Don't you realize what you've done, Darby? You just killed Hiriko. Save the reclamations for later. Takumi, now that it's reached this point, we have to see her. Hiriko is Darby's overflow with power right now. She might actually be able to beat that commander. I was right. Darby was stronger than ever. She rushed around the battlefield like a berserker, swinging her weapons in every direction, even charging at the commander without the slightest trace of fear. Get stop me now! By the time we were able to take stock of our surroundings, we realized the commander was no longer there. Did he just leave? That way. And we really want somehow didn't feel real. Relax, he's gone. I don't sense any trace of his presence anymore. Also, this thing Hiriko gave her life to get us is still here, and it's still intact. Out of the suitcase that Hiriko brought from the school, most likely had the spare of the sponsor's suit inside it. We've done what we set out to do. Make no mistake, it's a win for us. It's just we had to pay a pretty big price for it. Everyone's gaze wandered to Hiriko's body. Bad enough that she sustained fatal damage trying to bail Darmi out, but then her critical was absorbed by the very person whose life she saved. As for Darmi herself, she was just staring blankly up at the sky. I imagine how she felt having just killed someone who'd been like a sister to her, but before I could say anything. Darby? Her eyes rolled back in her head as she fell to the ground. It looked like she finally ran out of steam. You'll have to carry her for now, too. I'll dig a grave for Hiriko. Here's a good resting place for any as any. Yugami began digging with an old piece of wood, and then the hole was big enough. Gently lowered Hiroko's body into the ground.
Hiruko. I'm sorry I couldn't save you.
I won't let your sacrifice be in vain. I'll use the suit you worked so hard to get us to figure out the sponsor's weaknesses.
I'll defeat them and end this game. I promise.
Returned to the school, determined to carry out on what Hiroko had started. Unfortunately, I have no idea where to even start with tech this weird. Yugami and I had gone back to my room to look at the suit, but looking at it was all we could do. Neither of us knew anything about electronics or wearable technology or whatever it was that made the suit tick. Analyzing how it worked and how to get past its defenses was going to be hard, if not impossible. Well, if it's a protective suit made out of some kind of specialized material, that's all I could say. Yeah, I can't figure anything out, either. How can something this flimsy block our attacks so completely? We worked so hard to get it, this feels like such a waste.
Hey!
If only we had someone with actual engineering knowledge on our side. As if it answered my exasperated cry. Someone's here at this hour. You don't think it's a sponsor, do you? It's not totally out of the question. They might have realized we got our hands on a suit just like theirs. The bell rang again. Pretending I wasn't here would only put up the inevitable. The sponsor was relentless. I was going to die anyway, might as well put up a fight and hear it and now. I took a deep breath and opened the door. Oh, hey, Tsubasa. Tsubasa. Definitely hadn't expected to see her standing on the other side. Since this game began, everyone except Yugami and Hiroko had been keeping their distance from me. You said you needed someone with engineering? I just was passing by and heard that. Like, her eyes were downcast. She looked even like she was crying. Hey, what's wrong? Howdy, Tsubasa. You're looking pretty grief-ridden this evening. Is something bothering you? Are you glad to listen if you want to talk about it? I have a feeling we're not the kind of people you really want to confide in, though. Yugami's laid-back attitude did nothing to put Tsubasa at ease. Eventually, she did speak up on her own.
I'm sorry, Takumi. I'm so sorry.
And all of a sudden, she burst into tears. Calm down, Tsubasa. What's this all about? Why are you apologizing for? Is it because you didn't let me join your team? You don't have to worry about that. I'm doing fine. That's not it. I was there, Takumi. When Hiroko was fighting the commander, I was watching the whole time. Tsubasa was there, too. I wanted to help. I'd activated my Hema Animal. I could have used my car to get Hiroko Darumi out of there and bring them back to school. I was so scared I couldn't move. I was wondering what I should do. Hiroko got wounded and then she... Sorry, Hiroko. I'm sorry, Takumi. I just stood there and let her die. I don't apologize. I won't fix this, but... No idea what to say. I knew all too well how much it hurt not being able to save someone. That's why I knew nothing I could say would take away that pain before I could even try. You're right, Tsubasa. Simple apologies are going to cut it. Yugami got there first, making a harsh turn I hadn't used before. Didn't save Hiroko when you had the chance. That also put our lives in danger. Not the kind of crime you could just wipe clean. Letting someone die is basically the same as killing them. You have the gall to give Takumi the cold shoulder. At least he still has a shred of human decency in him. That's more I can say. Yugami, I know you're mad, but this is going too far. Tsubasa already feels terrible. She doesn't need you making it worse. Fine, he's right. Always like this. Whenever there's any kind of conflict, I just go with the crowd. When Gaku died, I suspected you because that's what everyone else was doing. It was the same when we decided to form teams. Everyone said to stay away from you, so that's what I did too. I never stand up and make important decisions for myself. Now Hiroko's dead because of me. Now he's probably heartbroken too. I could have stopped all that from happening. Now she really did see everything. She probably is still in shock. Terrible person, aren't I? My friend's life was so little respected, so disgusting, makes me want to puke. But it didn't stop at her dry heaving. She vomited all over the floor, tears still streaming up. Takumi, you jumped right in to fight the commander and try to save Hiroko. I've been so awful to you all this time. Really, I'm so sorry. Takumi, for everything. Like I said, I was ready to completely forgive Tsubasa. How to water all over the bridge, but I wasn't going to hold anything against her. Not while she was already suffering this much. Just the thought of I was still capable of some kind of passion was comfort for myself. You cry all want. It's not going to erase what you did. Or wouldn't need the police to it if atonement was that. What's with you today, Yugami? Tsubasa's made mistakes. Made some mistakes. You don't need to be so hard on her. Tsubasa, if you really want to make up for letting Hiroko die, there's just one
Indirectly or not, you caused a death. Now you have a duty to save lives instead.
Nicholas, how do I... Just a suggestion, but how about you join up with me and Takumi? We're working on something that could save everyone, and we just so happen to need somebody with your particular skill set. It's kind of like carrying on Hiriko's legacy, too. This is what she gave her life for. Of course, it'll mean putting yourself in a lot of danger, but what do you say? Will you help us? Hilda didn't say anything for a while. She just stood there staring at her feet. And she nodded as if she'd come to an important decision. Okay, I don't know what you guys are up to, but if I can save everyone, I'm in. So what do you want me to do? When Tsubasa said it, that Yagami turned to the end of it. Now it makes sense. He made her feel worse, so she'd feel like she had no choice but to join us to a toad. I can't say I like that he manipulated her feelings like that, but we do need all the help we can get. Here's how it is, Tsubasa. I told Tsubasa all about our secret plans. How we formed an alliance to take down the sponsor and end this game, and how, thanks to Hiriko, we now have a spare of the kind of suit the sponsor wore. Spare suit? Whoa, awesome, it's the real thing! I see, Hiriko risked everything to get us this. Yeah, but this stuff isn't really our area. We got no idea what we're supposed to do with it, learn anything useful. What do you think, Tsubasa? Do we need some kind of special machinery to analyze this thing, or what? Maybe we should take it to the metal shop. We don't want anyone to find out what we got. We got this stuff. It's not where we can investigate without being seen, huh? You might be able to help with that. You see, there's a secret lab. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who knows about it. When you guys see it, it'll knock your socks off. Is that crazy? You'll understand when we get there. Come on, I'll take you there now. Follow me. We gathered out the suit and left my room, letting Tsubasa lead the way to the secret lab she'd found. Finally, we arrived at the raised stage area in the gym. This is your secret lab. I guess people don't come here all that often. Back up, guys. You're gonna fall. Go stand on the by the edge for a second. Fall? Fall where? Tsubasa shooed us to the edge of the stage. Then she knelt down and began pulling on a broken floorboard. All at once, the board came loose, and then a hole? Peeling back that one board, it somehow made a huge hole appear in the stage. I happened to find a map of this room, and I was fixing the course recovery drone program using the war room computer. Sorry I kept it a secret all this time. I always wanted a place like this I could have all to myself. No, you made the right call. Now we have somewhere we can talk without worrying about being overheard. I'm gonna warn you, try not to be too shocked by what you see in there. Even if you are, try not to scream. It's like an echo chamber down there. Shocked? Scream? What is in this lab? I don't know if I can explain it all that well. It'll be easier just to show. There's a ladder leading down. Come on, before anyone sees us. Sure. This is new. Follow Tsubasa down the ladder into the secret.
Inside the world, like I see you.
Oh boy. Like, sure enough, what greeted at the bottom was something I'd never have imagined. Oh! It's the escape pod. I had to hold myself back from letting out a wordless cry of surprise. Inside the lab was a large machine that looked like some kind of spaceship. This is the escape pod. We've seen it before, of course. It had my first 100 days here, but I never expected it to appear like this. I was shocked when I first saw it, too. I knew it must be the pod you told us about. This place is probably designed to store it safely until it's needed. Is there any chance you could get it working now? I thought of that, but it's no good. It's locked up tight, and there's no way to get in. We could probably force it open, but we can't exactly go into space with a damaged door. Unless the security measures stop anyone using it before day 100. Only time we're allowed to leave the school. Well, we can think about the pod later. Let's concentrate on the suit now. You need any machinery from the metal shop? We can go get it from here. No, I should be fine. There's plenty of gear in here for me to get started. I looked around the lab and it was full of miscellaneous machines and equipment. Probably stuff Tsubasa had brought in already. There was also a lot of weapons for some reason. I figured I'd make those and keep them here for emergencies, just in case we ever need to hole up here. Stuck some food supplies in here too. Help yourselves if you get hungry. It's a real stronghold out here. It'll make her a perfect HQ for the Hensley sponsor alliance. How are you going to investigate the suit's capabilities? You got any experience in that? You basically want to know how to break through the suit's defenses, right? The fastest way to figure that out is to try a bunch of stress tests and see how it holds up. By testing its resistance to stretching, pressure, elastic, and plastic deformation, we can start getting a better idea of its fracture toughness. Deformation, fracture? Those terms were lost on me, but at least one of us knew what we were doing. Okay, well, let's get started. Figuring out the suit's weakness is the only first step. Once we've done that, we're taking the sponsor down. Spent the rest of the night testing and analyzing the suit any way we could. Hey, Millie. We're in the killing game. And here goes dead. Again. The next morning. made my way to the leisure lounge where the sponsor was loafing around as usual. Oh, Takumi Sabino, what are you doing here so early? Did you miss me? You could say that. I wanted to see you anyway. Like, did you have time to talk? Highly respectful attitude to take towards someone in my position. But I'll allow it. You're one of my most accomplished hunters after all. Hunter? No need to be modest. Just take a look. The results speak for themselves. Sponsor gestured to one of the bees brought up, like one of their bees that brought up a display of the leaderboard.
I honestly didn't expect you to gain this much of a lead so quickly. The advent of a dark horse like yourself makes this game that much more exciting.
At some point, I made it all the way to rank 2 in the rankings. Hiriko had been number 1 all this time, but now that she's dead, I was catching up. You've made impressive contributions to my little game. I was just thinking you deserve some kind of reward. Reward, huh? Since we're here, how about you play a game with me? Very well, if that's what you want. What shall we play? As I said before, I'm grateful to you for becoming such an accomplished hunter. I'm even willing to turn a blind eye if you ever want to bend the rules a little. It actually helps a lot because what I want is a duel to the death. I'm going to fight you and I'm going to win, and then I'm ending the stupid game of yours once and for all. So it's come to this. Very well, activate your class armor and Himo Anima. Attack me all you want. Your sword is no more threat to me than a blade of grass. Monster clearly didn't consider themselves in any danger. They stood there, radiating absolute confidence, knowing that nothing I would do would hurt them. Nice to be so laid back about it, but I won't be attacking with my sword. I'll be using this crossbow. I brought out a crossbow Tsubasa made with the Gift-O-Matic. Normally, using a conventional weapon like this would be pointless, especially against an invincible opponent like this monster. Oh, what are you thinking, turning something like that on me? Such insolence will not stand. A hunter should use Himo Anima. It's like that this monster's confident to beat or vanish, that they began to panic. Looks like we were right about the suit's weakness. We performed every kind of stress test we could think of on the spare last night, and we discovered something very interesting. I knew it. The suit isn't actually all that strong. It'll distort from just a little force, and it's not all that much tougher than a regular protective suit. A long knife or something could probably cut through it pretty easily. That doesn't make sense, though. If the suit is that weak, why don't our attacks work on it? This spare one a fake, baby? Is it actually different from the monster's one? No, it's a real thing. The material is the same as what monster was, anyway. So why is it so much weaker? I think it's not weak so much as built for purpose. What do you mean? Ever since I saw the suit, something about it has been bothering me. It looks like some kind of protective gear, so what is it supposed to protect its wearer from? That's right, from. Workers at nuclear power plants wear suits to protect themselves from radiation, right? And firefighters have ones that protect against high temperatures, and divers have ones for water pressure. Protective suits are made with specific hazards in mind, stuff that's only a threat in certain environments and scenarios. They're not a lot of use outside those scenarios. Have I ever felt an actual radiation suit? They're basically paper thin.
I think a fly bit me!
Like, I think it's the same with the suit. It's designed to protect against one particular threat and nothing else. Here for a specific threat. I desperately tried to think over what Tsubasa had said and what it could mean. What kind of scenario was this suit built for? Himo Anima! It was obvious enough to protect this monster from our attacks. First time we fought them, we'd attacked with every bit of Himo Anima we could muster. But at the end of our assault, this monster was still standing without having taken the slightest bit of damage. It's like our attacks on Himo Anima had no effect at all. And then it hit me like a bolt for the blue. I knew that what the suit was for. I knew what the threat it was guarding against. Of course, the suit is... That suit is designed to repel any and all Himo Anima attacks. But the trade-off is it's weak against regular attacks, isn't it? Hold on. Okay, forget about it. You're letting your imagination run wild. I'm invincible. Your pitiful intellect cannot hope to understand my power. Monster's voice was calm, but they were clearly shaken. I have no doubt we were right about this. I only wish I'd noticed this sooner. The suit only blocked Himo Anima attacks, not physical ones. It was such a simple weakness that I could see why I hadn't thought of it until now. Our first encounter with the sponsor had totally demoralized us. We attacked him with everything we had, our very strongest attacks, and not one of them worked. This person is invincible, it's no use trying to fight them. That was the idea that had been implanted in our heads that day. After sowing that seed of doubt, we all accepted that we had no choice but to do with this sponsor instead. But now we know the truth. Once the trick is exposed, a con artist behind it is finished. The con artist behind it is finished, just like this game. One morning, Takumi, stand down now. We can forget this over. This is for my friends. Hold the trigger and fire 3 arrows in quick succession. If they pierce the suit and bury themselves in the sponsor's body, there's no hiding it now. My attacks have clearly done some damage. There are holes in the suit now. We weren't dealing with an invincible opponent after all.
We did it! Did you see, Hiruko? We broke through the sponsor's defenses.
Keep shooting them. Not bad, Takumi Sumino. I'll confess, I didn't think you'd ever figure out the secret of my suit. For this, at least, I must congratulate you. Gee, thanks, it's honor, but it's your death I want, not your compliment. Me die? Don't be ridiculous. This game has only just begun. And you're forgetting something, Takumi. This suit isn't the only weapon I had at my disposal. I still have... my... Her familiar cacophony buzzing and beating between the bees flew down from the ceiling. They sounded angry. I broke a rule after all. I injured the sponsor. Suit may not be as a immovable object, but my bees are as unstoppable force as ever. What now, Takumi Sumino? Do you think you could defend it against it? There's nothing I can do about your bees. If they attack now, I'd be riddled with holes and every last ounce of my blood drained. If they attack me, that is. That's why I'm tagging in. Good work, Takumi. You played your part beautifully. Against someone with a proper protection, things wouldn't be so simple. Who are you? Why do you have that suit? The Udamo Omakage. Guess you can't tell because of the voice, huh? Sure, the voice changer came as standard in these suits. One story you. Okay, I need. Okay.
Apparently the voice changer
Give it a standard for these suits. Okay. Is that really loud? Versus like loud actual voice. Something. Or can I even be heard?
It was like muffled.
Okay. Like still muffled, not intelligible.
It was definitely unintelligible noises.
Oh. Whatever. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I just wanted an effect, man. Yay.
Dang the voice changer, why you had to be so good? Why you had to be so why you had to be so against us today?
Okay, that one's okay. Right. Maybe this one. Maybe this one could work. Powered out ground
That one's a
cow.
little better.
What?
I think that one's a little better actually. Try speaking again.
Apparently the voice changer came as a standard with these suits. This one distorted Yugama's voice just to sound just like the sponsors.
So that's it.
Alright, okay, I'll just go with that. For me,
There's this setting. For okay.
Alright, keep that in mind.
Alright.
We decided to borrow one of your precious suits for a little while. It seemed like the best way to stop getting turned into a pig again.
These stingers were powerful, that much was true, but that was because they've been augmented with chemoanima. By a tough and grandiose appearance, it doesn't quite have the hardiness to match. The joints snap out of place even if you even look at them wrong. The stinger comes out without much effort as well. It's as fragile as life itself. It can't be so weak. These bees killed Kararo like it was nothing. Their bodies were likely enhanced by some supernatural means, which means they were still alive. Like, supernatural anima. The suits repelled any and all human anima attack, with Yugamo wearing one. The bees were no threat at all.
You and that suit have given us a lot of trouble. Now we're using the same technology to defeat you. You know how it is. What goes around, comes around. Insolent! This will not stand! Don't you realize who I am? I'm the one who strikes death across the planet. The all-seeing, all-Game Master. Yeah, I'm going to cut you off there. We really don't have time to listen to your final monologue. I'll take it from here, Takumi. Go.
Right. We both started running. I ran for the door while Yugamo charged toward the sponsor. Bees dutifully flew in to protect their master, but all in vain. Yugamo swatted them aside with one swipe of his arm, killing them instantly. The suit made him the worst possible opponent for them to go up against. Finally, Yugamo reached the sponsor. And then he opened his clenched fingers to reveal he was holding something. All it takes is one little hole to render protective gear practically useless. So the first thing we need to do is open a hole in the sponsor's suit. Any one of these ranged weapons should do enough to do that. Alright, if the suit is weak enough to be against physical damage, a gun should do the trick. I'm the marksman though, I'm probably more likely to hit my target with something like a crossbow. Once that suit is torn, the sponsor won't be immune to critical of it anymore. That's where this comes in. Stuff this bomb in the hole, and the sponsor will get burned to a crisp. Another hold of a tiny mechanical sphere. This baby's filled with undying flames. All it needs is a little impact to detonate it. It's basically a downgrade version of the one we use on Veshta. But I could only make one, so we only get one shot at this. If one of these bombs could destroy Veshta, they could destroy anyone. That include the sponsor, whoever they really were. We had our plan. All that was left was to assign roles and iron out the details. The boss would stand ready with a fire extinguisher outside the Leisure Lounge in case anything went wrong. We'd use the crossbow. I'd use the crossbow to puncture a hole in the sponsor's suit. And Yugamo would be the one handling the most dangerous part of the plan, actually detonating the bomb. Are you sure about this, Yugamo? You'll have to get really close to the sponsor to put the bomb in their suit in the first place. If anything goes wrong, you'll be left wide open.
Don't worry about that. We're good at ramming stuff in holes, so that they look like they're too small for fit.
I'm trying to be serious here. I'm going to have to ask you to stick to the matter at hand. Sure.
Sure thing, you could be the one sticking. You could be the one sticking it to me if you prefer. You know me, I swing both ways.
Stay on topic, please. In spite of his usual don't-make-care attitude, I could tell Yugamo was serious. His fists were clenched tight. He was determined to end this game. Even if it meant risking his own life killing the sponsor, he was prepared to do what needed to be done.
Get away! Don't you dare touch me with those filthy hands!
Undaunted, Yugamo grabbed hold of the sponsor. He slipped the miniature bomb into the hole in the suit, and then... one little hit, and the undying flames enveloped the sponsor's entire body. Huh. Our tormentor writhed in pain, convulsing like a crazed dancer. At some point, the sponsor's vocal cords must have burned away. They weren't screaming anymore, just making hollow, choking noises. Even with the flames eating away at every fiber of their being, the sponsor held on to life for as long as they could. Finally, it's a gift. They let out a last unnatural, almost inhuman scream. Flames still licking at their body to collapse onto the floor. Tsubasa and I stepped back into the lounge, and we stood there with Yugamo watching the sponsor burn. We didn't want to risk taking our eyes off him in case they suddenly came back to life somehow. Fear not. Fear rooted rooted us to the spot. We had to be sure we needed to see this person die. They're really dead now, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, no one could have possibly survived that.
We really won. We won. The moment I said the words, it finally felt like a lot more real. Taking down the invisible sponsor and ended the invader hunt. What the hell? All this noise in here. We heard a weird voice shouting "Yee" or something. It sounded like nails on a chalkboard. There's an explosion too. The others all came running in. The sponsor's death cries was echoed all throughout the school. Dude, Tsubasa, what are you guys doing? Get over here! Like, that's where you get away from the sponsor. Oh, of course, with Yagami wearing the suit, they think he's the sponsor.
There you go. You're the perfect time to join us. Come warm yourselves by the fire.
Fire? It looks like the person in there. Biofeed, did you incinerate one of our friends for your sick entertainment? It has gotten fired up. It's time for the whole Yubani sort of cut you down. Wait, Kyoshika, I don't think that's the sponsor. It's Yugamu. As you mentioned, he does sound like him. What's the deal? What's going on here? Yugamu's the sponsor, and the sponsor's Yugamu. Then who the heck am I? You mean Tsubasa, you got some explaining to do. That's Yugamu in the suit. Where did the real sponsor go? Just stay calm, okay? I'll explain everything. Okay, took everyone through our team and then do it. Starting with me, Yugamu, and Hiroko forming our secret alliance, and how Hiroko somehow knew a way to get her hands on a spare version of the suit the sponsor wore. That first mission had succeeded, but at the cost of Hiroko's life. And Tsubasa had joined the alliance to figure out the suit's weakness, while allowing us to put this plan into action. So you see, we don't have to worry about the scores or executions anymore. It's all over. We won! Thought they'd be happy to hear about this. We just freed them from the life and death struggle we've been in since the game began, after all. What's the matter, guys? Is it really over, though?
Yeah.
The sponsor was so strong before, it's hard to believe you killed them just like that. Right, and we didn't see it happen for— Oh, freaking serious! You don't think we're a lot plenty, do you? Thought it's just— it's more like all this is happening so fast, we weren't there for so much of it. It didn't feel, you know? And I was the one who was supposed to evangelate the Kurama. Not the reaction I was expecting. I'm not asking for a victory part or anything, but you can at least relax now. The sponsor's gone. Oh, this is a real mood killer. You guys are gonna need some time. Huh? Let's call it here for the day. We can always accept your praise and adulation. or you could just not, and still, with things still feeling awkward between us and the other teams, we went our separate ways, and I returned to my room.
Get ready for your 31st day of active service here. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unenjoyable. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved.
Decides to start up again by taking the suit.
Oh no.
Got back to my room. Yeah, I guess I should get some rest. I looked to myself vaguely and I practically threw myself at the bed. The moment my head hit the pillow, I felt a gratifying sense of accomplishment welling up inside me. We did it, Hiroko. We defeated the sponsor. All thanks to you. My grief from losing Hiroko hadn't gone away, but now I knew I hadn't died in vain. The others would come around. They just needed time to process it. No more turning against each other. No more killing games. We'd finally be a real team again. Maybe even friends. Comforted by that thought, I closed my eyes. From here on, we'd all live a fun, peaceful life. That was how I wanted the rest of our 100 days here to go. Just like the better times we had the last time around. Maybe we could hold another barbecue party. Or a festival. Maybe we could all go to the beach together. That would be a nice change of pace. While imagining all those different possibilities, I felt myself drifting off to sleep. Okay, what's the... Then my doorbell started ringing. A visitor at this hour? I really don't feel like getting out of bed right now. I had to pretend I hadn't heard whoever it was when I could wait. My dreams were calling me. Alright, I'm coming. I dragged my tired body out of bed and stumbled over to the door. I opened it and... Yagami, what are you doing here? Please don't tell me you want to hold another meeting. Can't we do it tomorrow? Sorry, Takumi, I think it might be a little soon for us to be celebrating. Huh? What does that mean? The sponsor's dead. We made sure of that. 3 of us had stood there and watched as the master of the killing game burn away to ashes. There's absolutely no way we could still be alive. The sponsor's dead, alright, but the bees are a different story. While we were fixated on watching the sponsor die, they all flew off. Some of them might still be lurking in the school somewhere. But now the sponsor's not here to control them anymore. Wouldn't they just leave? The thing about bees is they don't like to change their habitats all that much. We're better off getting rid of them here and now so they don't start building nests and breeding. Great, so now we're exterminators. Wish I could put off the job until later, but I knew I'd never forgive myself if someone got hurt because of those bees. Alright, I guess we should go look for them. How are we going to do this? I'll handle the schoolyard and the rooms on the first floor. You take the second and third. If you hear this tiny the buzz, get out of there and come find me. I'll put on the suit to take them out. Gamma still had a protective suit here had gotten for us. At least with that around, there's no danger of hemoanimate insects killing us. With that, Yugami and I set out to check the hamsters for bees. I shouldn't just wander around like random. I'll see if everyone's okay with AF and ask if they've seen anything first.
Well, I missed my little tomato head.
Yeah.
How are we gonna get ketchup now?
We've got the first selection of sexy content somewhere here. Great. That's gonna be perfect timing. For what? Kyoshka had something she wanted to say to you, don't you, Kyoshka? So let me push Kyoshka forward. Takumi, you're mentioning that Kurara's death by, well, her might rudeness up until now. This is I just trailed off, unable to look me in the eye, an awkward stance stretching out. Sorry, Takumi, I think Kyoshka needs more time to get her head together. She wants to apologize to you, but she's not sure how or where to start. It's fine, she really doesn't have to apologize, it's all in the past now. It's nice of you to say that, but this is something she needs to do before she can put it behind us. Just give her a little more time, okay? Sure, whatever you know where to find me. That awkward phase, they were coming to the Green River. I was finally back to be able to talk to Nozomi and Kyoshka normally again. I found myself getting a little choked up. All that hard work eating, feeding the sponsor has been so worth it.
Yeah, but this is not the harem route where you can be like, welcome to Goku, I love you.
Yeah. Hey, Eva. Eva sat in her cage, still looking as dejected as earlier. She was probably still in shock after being allowed her mask back. Oh, she seems to be sleepy. Little Evie. Alright. Like, hey, how's it going, champ? What's that all about? Yumi, thank you so much for taking down that scumbag who killed Kurara. So happy the tears of joy just won't stop coming. You're my absolute hero now. Best wrestler ever. Instant Hall of Famer, no question. I'm not a wrestler, though. Oh, well, it's nice the hero's so happy. Hey, Moko, we're checking to see if any of the sponsors' bees are still Moko might be a little too happy. I don't think I'll get any useful information out of her. Well.
Okay. Now it's time to Akane.
Some unlucky numbers may show up depending on the day. Not that it matters to me. What? The sponsored bees are still alive? They always said they might be. I hope we're wrong, but we have to make sure. Can you think of anywhere they might be able to hide, Tsubasa? Honestly, I don't know if this is relevant, but since you're asking, I did hear some weird noises coming from that room on the first floor. You know, the one with the strange machines? What kind of noises exactly? They don't sound like people talking, but there's no way someone would be hiding out in a sleeping place like that, right? You know what? It's probably just my imagination. It doesn't sound like anything like bees anyway. Nothing, but I'll check it out all the same. Hey, Takemaru! Yo, buddy! Sponsor rather showed up here all day. Blow me, Takumi. Were you serious? Did you really kill the bastard? Yeah, I didn't do it alone, though. Gama, Tsubasa, and even Hiroko, they all put their lives on the line to make this plan a success. Now the sponsor was gone. We don't have to compete against each other anymore. Listen up, Takemaru. You're allowed to be happy. The invader hunt is over. Idiot, I got no right to be happy out of time like this. What do you mean? Pushed you away, talked all the... Oh, that... You be shady and went ahead and let you do all the hard work and save her. Oh, I hate this so much. I wish I could just drop dead. Don't say that. You survived the killing game. Your life is precious. What's so precious about a life you gotta live in shame? Sorry, man. I can't be around you right now. Hey, sorry about all this stuff. I'll find a way to make it up to you. Lies, Drowncast, talking about just rush away. You really don't need to do that.
I'm talking to myself. Talk to me.
Oh. Hey, Shoba. Hey, how's it feel to not be the first one to die? Well, when the game actually started. you say. Well, what do you want? I said, you had to enter the killing game. The one that get to the end of this round. I defeated his father. You saved my life, Yumi. I never got the chance to say thank you this morning, so now I have to make up for that. You give him an insignificant dust bunny like me a second chance at life. I'm eternally grateful. It's okay, Shelby, really. I mean, it was a victory for all of us. Understand? What is reason for today? Thank you. Doesn't look like I'm going to get a useful mission out of him.
Yeah, you're right. Where is Darby and all this?
Yeah, Darby is just...
Huh?
You're still here, Sigami? Weren't you going to search the first floor? I thought I checked on Darby before I started. He's still out cold, you know, slumbering away like an enchanted creature. Guess she must have taken a lot of damage fighting that commander. Yeah, not just physical damage. He did murder the only person she ever cared. Oh no, she had you know. Right, there was no other way out of that situation. Darby was still here a year ago. Maybe she was in shock, hanging unconscious to avoid dealing with the guilt and pain of that act. I got to wonder what effect Hiroko's overload is going to have on Darby going forward. It's going to be real blast fighting out.
With someone like you, maybe, not cool.
Like, everybody seems okay, but I didn't see any hints of beats. The closest thing would be something about the story of that room. She said that she heard people talking, but I think it'd be calling voices in the door. I saw there was...
Yeah. Huh? Damn it!
I couldn't believe I was seeing.
It's getting out of hand.
The strange sound behind the door wasn't bees. It was the sponsor who was supposed to be dead, and there were two of them. How are they still alive? If I don't stop them, the killing game will start all over again. I can't fight them alone. I'll go find Yugamu first. Quickly rolled around, running for the exit. However,
just getting out of hand.
I was suddenly tackled and pinned to the floor.
Hey! Let me go!
Can't let them kill me. If I let them run loose in the school, more of my friends will end up dead. I need to get away and tell everyone they're here. I felt a sharp pain in my nape. Did I get injected with something? As soon as I felt it. Vision turned hazy. Watch as it started to fade. No, I can't pass out now. Everyone will die. We have nothing to do with the invader hunt. Heard someone mutter those words in my ear. Or at least I thought I did. A32.
I have several questions.
My back hurt. For some reason, my bed feels really hard today. I fall out of bed at some point. Spend the rest of the night on the floor. This isn't my room! I opened my eyes and looked around. I was in the room with the reader machine. What am I doing in here? Why was I waking up in a creepy place like this? I had no reason to be here, did I? Wait, no, now I remember. Like, Yugami asked me to check on the bees. My memory's coming back. We were all looking around the school, making sure the sponsors' insect minions were still working around somewhere. But I couldn't remember anything from after I came in. Like, was somebody else here? Did they attack me? If anyone or anything had any reason to attack me, it would be the bees. If I was one of the people responsible for their master's death, after all, maybe they wanted revenge. But if that was what happened, Gamu Tsubasa, bees could be after them as well. I dashed out of the room in a panic.
Bees are making bad.
I ran over to look at the school, the rooms of the classroom, the library, and finally... Tsubasa, you got me, you're okay. Been looking for you everywhere. I opened the door of the cafeteria, see the two of them sitting and eating and talking like nothing was wrong. What's up? You're smiling like crazy. You look more excited than in heat. They were both fine. I've been worried over nothing. Thank goodness. Don't scare me like that. I think we should be the ones saying that to you. Anyway, now that you're here, you might as well join in the strategy meeting. Normally we're talking about how to organize our search for the QB liquid.
Huh?
The what? What are you talking about? The QB liquid. Come on, you can't have forgotten already.
Huh?
Forgotten? I've never heard of this stuff before. Real? But I explained it to you this morning. But we were fighting the sponsor this morning.
What does that mean?
That was yesterday. Yesterday? Something wasn't right here. We got the spare suit yesterday, and this morning we got the sponsor. Like, hey Takumi, what day do you think it is? Day 31 of. It's day 32. Huh? No, that couldn't be right. Today was day 32. That would mean I spent an entire day lying unconscious in that weird room. You've got a concussion. You did hit your head. I did? When did that happen? You forgot that too? Yesterday at day 31, you tripped and hit your head. Remember what? Oh, I don't remember that at all. Was I lost? Like, was I was looking for the bees? What happened with the bees? Did you find any nests or finds anywhere? Nope, not a single one. Guess I was just being paranoid. Kubi, do you really not remember? Sorry, I don't remember a thing. We were acting pretty strange back then. Maybe the damage is worse than we thought. Just take it easy today. It might come back to you once you rest up a little. Sure. This whole thing still didn't make much sense to me, but I did like they said and spent the rest of the day in my room. Okay. But
you never know when the invaders will then.
Get out of hand real quickly.
Time to go to bed. And it's now night of day 32. I'm missing a whole day's worth of memories. I know I'm not going to get them back just by thinking hard, but this still is unsettling. I wake up with even more gaps in my memories tomorrow. When I think about it that way, I'm kind of scared to go to sleep. Why is this weird stuff still happening? To overcome one ordeal to be faced with another right after. And here I thought being the sponsor meant our luck was starting to turn. I know being negative about it won't help me. Help me now. I gave my cheek a light slap and took a deep breath to get myself together. If I let like this get me down, we'll never make it to day 100. I have to stay strong. I need to be prepared to put everything on the line for my friends, just like Hiro did.
Get ready for your 33rd day of... Prepare to spend another day enduring the... Be ready to give your lives to protect...
Day 33, huh? I'm gonna reassure myself I got up. Yesterday was day 32, today is 33. No missing spots in my memory. Maybe it was only a temporary thing after... Oh, a relief. I was afraid we were going to have a new string of weird incidents on our hands. Hopefully now I have a new, nice, quiet day. No sooner does that cross my mind when... Oh, well.
Intruder alert.
Right, we still have to
Intruder alert. Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
Looking good.
Hack? So early in the morning too. I knew it, my luck's worse than ever. I scrambled out of bed and made my way to the war room as fast as I could. Hey Takumi, Sir Takumi, Takemura and Kiyoshi were already there and I got to the war room. They were both averted their eyes. I wanted to apologize for all this time, I didn't know where to start. I was letting them tell them the group only have the one person save them. It was no wonder they felt awkward half and all. Apologize for what? I don't remember what you doing anything you'd need to apologize for. I decided to let the whole thing go. The past was the past, there's no sense lingering on it or holding grudges now. I just wanted us to focus on the present and forge a better future. Sure you don't want any payback? I treated you like crap, you didn't deserve any of it. You're not gonna forget all that area. I already have, it's in the past. All I remember is that Takemura Yokoshiji is the kind of guy who'll do whatever it takes to protect his friends. That's all I need to know. I meant it too. It hadn't been much fun for me, but Takemura had only been trying to keep the others safe in his own way. A real stand-up guy, Takumi. Your heart is larger than the ocean itself. You could be perfect, the king of pirates some days, Takumi. I know everyone's doing it, but I want to apologize to you. For treating you so coldly when the invader hunt began. I felt so terrible about it. Guys, seriously, it's okay. Forget about it. I agree. If I had quite enough of this, saccharines. something sweet sentiment for one day. We're all friends again. Can't we all leave it at that?
Special Defense Unit! Best friends in the world!
Two are pretty mean to Takumi too, you know. That's just how they are. Not even Iron Claw could get them to apologize anymore. Really didn't care about what happened before. We were a real team again. That was all that mattered. We're all friends and allies, all of us together. Sorry to bring the mood down, but shouldn't we do something about the invaders? They're advanced pretty long way already. Oh no, I totally forgot. Come on, everyone, let's get out there. You hurry to the battlefield where our first defensive battle we fought in a while. Yay.
I love how you tell me it's like, guys, it's like, oh, it's right. My trophy!
Alrighty. I guess we're really just... Alright.
It's weird, but I feel like I've gotten a lot stronger.
It must be from all the fighting we did during the hunt. It feels like they're moving in slow motion now.
I'm better than ever, too. Oh, the way I am now, I feel like I could pull off some high-flying lucha moves.
That sponsor just made us stronger. What a dumbass!
Don't get carried away, guys. We've got an even stronger enemy approaching. Odds are it's a commander.
Let me guess.
Yep. Mac you.
It's him! That's the commander that killed Hiruko. That makes this our big chance to avenge her. Can't wait to get into it.
This guy's going down. I won't stand by and let him escape this time.
Nothing we can do is force him to retreat. We're not going to lose this time. We work together, no one gets...
Let's do this, everyone! For Hiruko!
Yay. Hey, we win. Alrighty.
We beat the commander.
Now we just gotta finish him off.
This is a revenge killing, right? Why don't we take our time and really make it hurt?
This is for Hiruko.
I say we present his body as an offering at Hiruko's grave. I think she'd like that.
No way! She doesn't want that kind of baggage hanging over her when she's in heaven.
You think she's in heaven?
Are you crazy? Or just stupid? None of your kind will ever enter heaven.
It seems the varlet still has life enough to talk back to us.
Damn filthy invaders! Treating me like this. I hope you all rot in hell for eternity. Get back! Don't you dare touch me! Lay a finger on me, and I'll rip your throats out with my bare teeth!
Yeah.
Real sore loser, aren't you? But you didn't hold back against Hiruko. How's it feel to be on the other side of that?
Repent for our friend's death with your life, vile fiend!
Go ahead, Takumi. Finish him!
Huh?
You want me to do it? This will wipe out the final insult to Hiruko's memory. You're clearly the best man for the job.
Yeah. I think that's what she would want too.
Tear him apart, Mr. Sumino.
Okay.
I felt like they wouldn't let me say no, so I took it out of Mackie.
Damn it. Damn it. I told you to stay away from me!
I killed him and avenged Hiroko. The invader hunt would finally be well and truly over. My next strike would put an end to this dark, desperate chapter.
This will end it all.
Just though I was about to bring my sword down. Oh, freaking the bead! It sounded like it would be real. Not here, not now. Then it finally happened. Uniform bees appeared, gathering in the air above Adamakio. A moment later, the attack drained every last ounce of blood with their razor-sharp stingers. Now, just a blackened husk, and then his body fell lifelessly to the ground. For a moment, I was shocked I couldn't speak. How could this be happening?
Why are the bees here again?
Naturally, it's because I am alive and well.
What the frick? Turn around and the sound of the voice standing there was... How?
Not quite as satisfying as Kurara O Suzuki's, but this commander's cryptoglobin is sweet nectar all the same.
How?
Thanks to that, my wounds have healed. I've made a complete recovery.
What?
But...
You evaporated!
How can you still be alive? I watched you die!
You did indeed. My body was burned to ashes until not a single piece of me remained. But you overlooked something, Takumi Sumino. That was only one of my bodies.
One? Huh? What?
Uh-oh.
Much like with the suit, I happen to have some spares set aside.
Huh? Suddenly, figures in the strange suits were everywhere. There were at least 10 sponsors standing on the battlefield now. The dream gnome like a nightmare.
Takumi Sumino, your plan to eliminate me, that is, was truly ingenious. In recognition for your courage and cunning, I'll overlook your breach of the rules. Anything for an accomplished hunter like yourself.
No! This can't be happening! It took so much work just to beat one of them, and now there's this many...
It's an illusion. They must be shadow clones or after images.
You're welcome to test that theory, but don't blame me if you meet the same fate as Kurara O Suzuki.
None of us made a move instinctively. We knew we had no chance. We tried to attack any of the sponsors, we killed them.
So why did you pretend to be dead? Were you just playing with us?
I knew giving you a taste of hope would make your despair that much more intense. Do you see now how futile it is to defy me?
But why are you only showing yourself again now? We worked so hard to defeat that commander. Stealing the fruits of our labor is adding insult to injury.
What
You
about babies?
misunderstand.
You guys got any babies?
I only absorbed his cryptoglobin temporarily to ensure it's distributed fairly.
Distributed?
Such a mighty prize should be reserved for only the most excellent of my hunters. I will split this commander's cryptoglobin among the top 3 players.
Wait,
In
what?
first, Darumi Amamiya. Second, Takumi Sumino. And third, Yugamu Omikage. These 3 alone will receive the reward. Accept it now!
When the beast flew over to me and dropped my prize, a weird vial of red liquid at my feet.
It seems Darumi Amamiya is not here. Is she still unconscious? No matter. I will inject this into her myself. I'm sure she'll find it most invigorating. She is a talented hunter too, after all. This game wouldn't be nearly so interesting without her.
The killing game is still going on. I thought we ended it.
So sorry to quash your short-lived joy. But the invader hunt will continue! There are still 2 days until the end of the first round. I encourage you lower-ranked hunters to make a special effort during that time. Of course, the rest of you can't afford to get complacent either. That's just how this game works.
Monster's laugh echoed across the desolate battlefield. As the battle was over, but the invader hunt was back on. Their lives were once again at the mercy of the rankings. It felt like a truly hollow victory. And everyone's gonna hate me again now, aren't they? After the battle, we returned to school and met up at the cafeteria. We need to discuss what we're going to do next. Basically, the hunt is back on like nothing ever happened. I think the sponsor would come back, feeling like that has no right rising from the dead. There's just 2 more days of the first round left. And when it ends, the person in last place will be executed. When the game wasn't over, the sponsor had multiple bodies, making them effectively immortal. Now that we knew that, any hope we might have built up is replaced with despair. If we could do this anymore, it's my life playing this terrible game itself so much. And there's don't worry, your dear brother will protect me. Even if I have to sacrifice everything to do it. Please. I can't believe this sponsor played us like that. All the despair and frustration needed an outlet, and the target bar settled on Takumi. What the is going on? Told us the sponsor was dead. Sorry, I'm just as surprised as you guys. I don't think any of us expected the sponsor to have multiple bodies. You say you didn't know? Don't lie to me, man. You and that's working together the whole time. What the fuck, man? What? That's crazy. Of course we haven't. Why are you the only ones who got prizes from your ones? Because the top 3. Sure, there wasn't some kind of payment for what's going on with the sponsor's act. Wait, why would you even think I'd never betray you guys? Still look like that little handout without any kind of protest, almost like you already do everything. And now you'll probably end up first on the rankings of this round. Plus the game was over, so none of us have been earning points over the last couple of days. This is just as strong as before. Well, we've lost any chance to catch up with you. You'll get to survive the next round while your partner, the sponsor, gets to mess with us. It's a win for both of you. I can't believe we let you fool us like this. Get all this time you go with our enemy. Betray us all. I'll have your head for this. Get up. Your sword away. Back off, guys. Takumi is innocent. How many times are we gonna make the same mistake? Yeah, try to trust Takumi. It's legit to save my life. But I gotta look at the bigger picture. Every time I put my trust in him, something bad happened. First Gaku died, then Kirara, then the adventure hunt started. And then right when it looked like we were out of the woods, suddenly the game's back on and we're in the last place. All that just can't be coincidence. What am I supposed to think? I'm gonna be like, oh, the obsessive.
You really are a jinx. No, you're worse than that. You're like the Grim Reaper. Nothing good ever comes from being around you. So do us all a favor and stay away from us!
I heard the anger in his voice. I knew my dream was over. Making it day 100 with everyone working together as a team, that would never happen. Well, I gotta say for you, now on we're enemies. Don't go talking to me like we're friends. Makaku, let's go. We're gonna earn some points to get ahead of those guys while we still can. We're gonna storm out of the cafeteria, taking the twins with us. Let's come to this Western Training Mountains. We'll go intense training and unlock the power I need to strike down every one of those accursed sponsors. No, you can't go out there alone. At least let us come with you. Zoe's team hurried away as well, leaving just me. And my only 2 friends in the world. Sheesh, what's with those guys? All this over some prize Takumi didn't even ask for? They can't help it. The game's made them paranoid. Everything's suspicious to them now. Get a little vial of cryptoglobin. He was right. All they wanted was to get rid of the Grim Reaper in their midst. The vial was just a convenient excuse for them to do that. Speaking of vials, remember what the sponsor said back there about injecting
It seems Darumi Amamiya is not here. Is she still unconscious? No matter. I will inject this into her myself. I'm sure she'll find it most invigorating.
Alright, that means the sponsor probably went to Darumi. She could be in danger. Come on. Ran to the stair that headed up to the roof. We couldn't let the sponsor do anything to Darumi. Hiroko had given her life to save her. She was her legacy. We reached the door, opened to Darby's room, and charged inside. Darby was awake. She was sitting on the edge of her bed, staring vaguely up at the ceiling. Darby, you're okay. Huh? What's up, Tsubasa? Why are you Takumi and Yugami all out of breath? Oh, you finally decided to kill me, right? You're breathing heavy because of the intoxication. You're gonna pass me around and have some fun with me first, or are you gonna save that until after I'm dead? Can't have a killing game without some gory or sexy R-rated scenes, am I right? Go ahead and mess me out. Should we film it for posterity? I should get my good side when my eyes roll out into the back of my head. Will you stop talking crazy for a minute, Doremi? Thank goodness she's the same as ever. Morbid, inappropriate sense of humor. Are you alright, Doremi? You're not sick or in pain or anything? Nope, I am 110% A-okay. In fact, I think I'm actually getting some sleep. Has once made my skin healthier than usual. Oh man, it's right. The bags in her eyes might disappear. I love those little black smudges like they were my own children. I don't think I could bear losing them. Wait, that's not just eyeliner? But anyway, like, I'm glad she's okay. That's just one problem. How exactly are we supposed to treat Darmi from now on? Obviously, I want to honor Hiroko's last wish and do whatever I can to make sure she survives. She's also technically the person who killed Hiroko. There's no getting away from that. But again, does Darmi even know what she did or has repressed the episode? Darmi, how much do you remember about what happened before you blacked out? Pretty much all of it. You, Yugami, and Mistress Hiroko all went on a picnic and we got attacked by a commander. Hiroko got mortally wounded protecting me, and then I stabbed her in the back and killed her. That just about covers everything, right? She remembers. So she remembers. I have to think she'd have been happier if she forgot, though. It's bad enough that she had to lose Hiroko, but I had to kill her herself. What can I even say to someone who's been through something like that? Should I try to comfort her, reassure her that she did the right thing? I'm at my death. I gotta go. Is it here? Okay, Takumi, it's your turn. Tell me what's been happening while I was out. Is the killing game still going? Yeah, it is. It hasn't been a constant thing. We managed to end it once, but just it started up again. I explained everything to Darmi. Told her how we had formed the anti-sponsor alliance with Hiroko, how Hiroko had taken one of these same kind of suits to sports war, and now with Tsubasa help, we figured as weakness had taken down the sponsor. Of course, after that, the sponsor came back and revealed they had multiple bodies. So in the end, nothing we did ever mattered. Tears had sprung to my eyes while I was telling the story, saying it out loud. It made the pain of losing Hiroko feel fresh and raw again. And then it happened. Are you okay? Started acting really weird, even by her standards. I was stuttering the same syllable all over again, making her sound like an old sticky radio. Come on, Darmi. What you did? Darmi screamed so loud I had to cover my ears. When her voice finally stopped echoing around the room, I took a moment to process what she actually said. That wasn't good. Well, duh, this is your punishment for being dumb enough to try to end the hunt ahead of time. Killing games are an immutable law of nature. You can't just end them. How could you be so stupid, moron? Moron! That's only attitude. I know you always just recover, but there's a limit to what I'll put up with from you. Hiroko wanted to end the invader hunt so no one would have to die. She gave her life to do that. You just gonna trample over her feelings? Mistress Hiroko, stop the killing it. You're crazy. She was the goddess of this game. Goddess? Mistress Hiroko reveled in slaughter and bloodshed. She was the perfect embodiment of everything the invader hunt stood for. And now she's in my tummy. That makes me like the holy mother of the goddess of something or something. He tenderly placed both hands over her stomach.
Watch over me, Mistress Hiroko. I'll kill lots of invaders and offer up their blood in your name. I'll knock everyone else out of the rankings and reign supreme as the Queen of Kills! Let's all have fun killing each other, guys!
Army's unbridled joy toward the killing game was that it's unnerving, maybe even inhuman. Couldn't see us talking sensor trying anymore. She was an uncontrollable monster. Was everything we did really pointless? Our alliance and the sponsor getting sued here. What was the point of any of it? The heaven sponsor came back to life. Yugami, Tsubasa, and I got together for another meeting of the anti-sponsor alliance. The way I see it, we got two options open to us. Continue playing the game or kill the sponsor and end it. But again, is that even possible? That's something we can discuss if we choose that option. Right now, we gotta decide what direction we're going to take. I say we, but really it's up to you two. Huh? You want me to decide? You are the alliance's leader. That's what Hiroko said, remember? I think about she did give me that job, didn't she? We're the leader of the anti-sponsor alliance. I even have to give me the position because she knew she was going to die. Is that why she think I could hold the alliance together even after she was gone? you sure you want someone like me to be as your leader? I don't really have the skills or talents. Nah, dude, it's gotta be you. You got the courage and resolve it. You need to get through this. I gave you the leader too quickly. I just know if anything happens, you'll come to my rescue. It's reassuring to have someone like that in charge. Guys, honestly, I think this might be too much for me, but if these two are willing to put their faith in me, I can't let them down. Alright, I'll accept the position of leader. I might not have very much going for me, but I'll do everything I can to keep it safe. Aaron, okay then, a great and powerful leader, tell us where our alliance is going to go from here. We continue to participate in the invader hunt, or do we try to kill off the sponsor? You'll hunt to kill the sponsor. Obviously, taking part in this game is out of the question. I won't stand by and watch another of my friends die at the end of every round. If we lose any more than this, it's going to be hard to get through our defensive battles too. But the only way to stop the game is by killing the sponsor, and I'm not sure if that's even possible anymore. Now that they've come back from the dead, they feel even more untouchable than ever. How are we supposed to beat someone with multiple bodies, even if we give them something? How do we know if we got them all? Playing the game and killing the sponsor was both equally impossible. Neither. I'm choosing the third option. Third, we run. We leave this place and the killing game behind us. After all, we know where the escape pod is. If we can find a way to activate it early, we can all go back to the artificial satellite. The sponsor and their bees are powerful, but there's no way they can follow us all the way to space. Takumi, what are you talking about? We aren't over this already. The escape pod is out of commission. Out of commission? We can't use it at all? Just what? Tsubasa, remember when Takumi hit his head that time? Oh, so you forgot about that too, huh? In that case, it'll be easier to just show you again. Come on, let's go to the hangar. What? Tsubasa led us to the storeroom underneath the gym. And there I saw... the frick... Huh? So we can't even escape even after the 100 days are over. Every inch of the escape pod's surface was riddled with holes. What happened here? Did they get shot by a machine gun or something? Oh, exact same reaction I had last time. You really did lose your memory, didn't you? Never mind that. What's going on here? Who did this? It's less about who and more of a what. We can't really blame anyone except the bacteria. Bacteria as a microscopic life form, but the pod's not organic. How could it destroy solid metal? Let me explain. The corrosion's been caused by something called particle bacteria. It erodes matter on a molecular level, so it's invisible to the naked eye until the damage starts to show. The bacteria eats away at metal to grow stronger. Actually, I'm not sure if eat is the right word. Technically, it's more like the energy released during the oxidation process allows the cells to reproduce. Don't be fooled by the bacteria part of the name. It's not really alive. It's a chemical substance. That said, we're talking about something that randomly occurs in quantum level space. There's not a lot we can know about it. Ancient repairing the pod? Not the way it is now. I have to get rid of the particle bacteria first. Is that possible? Someone took a photograph and showed it to me. Yeah, but I'll need some of this QV liquid. It's the only thing that can purge the bacteria. I have no idea where to find it though. What about the biolab? I looked there on the product ready. This is rare stuff. I don't think there's a single vial of it in the whole store. At this point, the only thing we can do is search around in the ruins outside and hope for the best. So we're looking for a rare material while also trying not to fall behind in the rankings. I feel it's not going to be easy. To repair the pod eventually, but activating it and getting out of here early does seem almost impossible. Get the position we're in now. Using this to escape the game just isn't feasible. We'll need to go with a different strategy. So we're back to the first two choices I offered you. Play the game or kill the sponsor. What is it gonna be? Those are my two choices, huh? Taking everything I know into account, though. Sorry, I still think the third choice is the best option. We'll find a way to repair the pod and use it to escape from the game. Sure, we just went through how doing that is so hard, it's practically impossible. Going to face state odds no matter what we do. I'd rather take the chance in a path I believe in. Step one is to find the QV liquid. Destroy the particle bacteria and repair the damage. After that, we focus on finding a way to activate the pod early. Once that's done, we get everyone on board and get out of here back to the artificial satellite. Right towards escaping to safety. That's what you're going with. Well, I did say I respect our leader's decision. That's cool with you. Sure, if that's what you want, Takumi, I'm fine with it. If I really made my mind to stand by you, but to the very end. The way I treated you before, I want to make up for it and be as supportive as I can now. Masa, I gave a little leap. These two were putting so much faith in me, it made me feel like I could make it through my many ordeal. So Masa, are you sure you're okay to work with us? Aren't you technically still in the Nozumi's team and the girl? It's fine, I decided to officially leave that team. It's bad for them losing a fighter, but you guys are way more important to me. Way more important when I heard that I almost broke down into tears. When an outcast like me, as people consider him important. As long as I remember that there's nothing I can't do. I know we'll make it to the satellite together. Alright guys, let's fix this. We're all going home and we're going back alive. We had her going, and we just had to start making it a reality. Our first order of business was going out to try and find some QB liquid. Out beyond the school, we explored the ruins of what had once been stores, ransacking the shelves for anything that looked like what we needed. Of course, we should have known better than to think we'd find something like that rare that easily. We know the sky turned dark orange just like that. Oh yeah, we should probably call it a day. Not dark yet. Let's keep going just a little longer. Overdoing it's not going to help anyone. This search could take a while. We need to conserve our strength. Don't forget, tomorrow's the last day of the first round. You never know what might happen when things get break down to the wire. We need to be ready to deal with any kind of uncertainty conflict. Right, it's tomorrow, isn't it? Based on our current standings, no one from our team has any radio differences of being executed, but it made sense to be careful all the same. Alright, let's head back to the for today. In the interest of staying fresh for tomorrow, we returned to school and went straight to bed. Time passed and eventually... Final day of the Invader Hunt's first round arrived. Day 35.
Get ready for you. Prepare to spend another day. Be ready to give your lives to...
Alrighty. Here it is, the end of round 1. Whoever's at the bottom of the ranking at midnight will be executed by the sponsor. Last time I checked, Shoma was in last place. I wonder what's going through his mind now that he's facing death. What's he feeling? Oh, frick. Button. I'll go check on him while there's still time. Oh, Takumi, good morning. Morning, Shoma. Sorry to call you so early. It's fine, I don't mind. Are you feeling alright? Spending too much time breathing the same air as me will probably spoil the rest of your day, you know? Celestine was just as well as everybody. Doesn't seem scared. Shoma, how could you be so confident? It's the last day of this round of the game. You're at the bottom of the rankings. You don't earn some points quickly. I know, but that's okay. I've decided to accept my death as gratefully as I can. You're just going to accept it? Don't you want to survive? Of course, well, I did it first anyway. I wanted to make it out of here someday and see Leo again, but I changed my mind. Another person shouldn't have to die just to keep a piece of human trash like me alive a little longer. Let's say you're okay with being killed in this messed up game we're being forced to play. No, I hate that it has to be this way, but that's all the more reason for me to not struggle against the inevitable. If I stay where I am in last place, no one else will have to worry about dying. Sponsor wants to see us panic and turn on each other, but that's not going to happen. I may not be able to defeat the sponsor, but I can at least disappoint them. I would consider that already.
I'll end my life with my one and only victory. That's good enough for me.
Oh, Ma. He'll show a smile on his face. A certain death brought tears to my eyes. All this time we've been so focused on our own survival, and here he was willing to give his life to save the rest of us. It had to take a tremendous amount of inner strength and kindness too. Actually, since he's here, do you think I could ask for one last favor? Can you take over looking after Ava for me? She needs somebody to bring her food and clean her cage and talk to her so she won't get lonely. The fact that I'll be leaving her alone here is the one thing that still bothers me. I just want her to be happy. Since I refused to give Ava her mask back, we hadn't been exactly on great terms. But if this was Shoma's last request, I owed it to him to try and not at first. Sure, you can leave Ava to me. I'll do whatever I can to protect her from harm and misfortune, I promise. Thank you. That's such a relief. Now I really do have no regrets. The sponsor's gonna do something about her, isn't she? Isn't they? Aren't they? He told me about Ava's favorite foods and regaled me with stories about him and Leo back in the residential complex. We passed the time chatting aimlessly even after the sun went down. But then on the stroke of midnight...
Hunters of the Special Defense Unit, gather in the schoolyard immediately. The closing ceremony for the first round is upon us.
We were called to the schoolyard by the announcement. There we were all forced to watch Shoma's execution. Shoma Gonzaki. Alas, his refusal to compete seriously made the end of this first round quite the anticlimax. The final struggle to stay out of last place is usually one of the most exciting parts of the game. I hope we'll have no cowards in the next round. I encourage you... excuse me, my voice changer wasn't on.
I hope we'll have no cowards in the next round. I encourage you to put all your energy into the hunt from now on. You don't want to end like him, do you?
Shoma is just a shriveled up corpse now. He looks so small, like some kind of grotesque figurine. I could save it, Shoma. Hurry, Shoma. Diddling in favor, yet ample in nutrients. Thanks to his contribution, we become stronger still. The more cryptic globe that sponsor absorbs, the more powerful they get. I can feel it from here. When does the second round start anyway? I'm guessing we're not going to dive into it right from tomorrow. Relax on that count. I will grant all of you a week's respite for surviving the first round. The second round will begin on day 43. Use that time to rest, recuperate, and prepare for the next hunt. Not very long, but at least we get some time off. Not only we take it easy, though, we gotta use that time to get stronger and survive the next round. Hey! In Macaco, as of right now, you guys are in boot camp. We're going on the mountains to train. Oh, great. I've never been any good at this sporty jock stuff. Week off. Will we be able to find the QB liquid and get out of here in that time? I hereby call the
first meeting of the Invader hunt to a close. I'll leave the task of getting rid of the filthy corpse to you.
He dug a grave for Shoma in the schoolyard and buried his body.
Thank you, Shoma. You saved us all. I won't forget what you've done for us. I promise.
Words of gratitude came spilling out of my mouth. Thanks to Shoma's sacrifice, the rest of us didn't have to struggle to stay out of last place. The sponsor was wrong. Shoma wasn't a coward. He was the only one of us who had the strength to put others
I
first.
won't let your sacrifice be in vain.
Another friend dead thanks to the invader hunt. It can't be allowed to continue. We're finding that liquid and repairing the escape pod. Find a way to get it working. And we're getting everyone on board. Getting out of here. Back home, back to the artificial satellite. I'm gonna call it here for tonight.
All right.
Seems like a good place to end for considering it was like basically ending on the first round of the killing game.
Yeah.
And now that we know the killing game is gonna keep going, so yeah.
Not willingly.
Yeah. Ooh, excuse me. Anyway, that's gonna be it for tonight. Oh crap, he had spares. Anyway, have a good night, God bless, and I'll see you next time. Bye, yeah.